story.
Okay.
He's already out of talking points.
Welcome back.
Hello, guys.
It's
How's
good
it
to
going?
see you.
No,
Good to
not
see
you.
you.
I don't want to see you. You can go.
You move
stay.
over, move over.
You
Yeah,
can
move over.
stay. I like you.
Yeah, me too.
Someone's actually gonna get offended by that.
I hope they do.
They're like,
The
it's rude of you to say that to
trigger
a
warning.
black person. Whoa.
Why do you have to bring color into it?
I just hate you because you're gay. So how's everybody doing today? What's going on, guys? How's it going?
No,
Well,
Nick,
just-
you had something to...
We just played Liar's Bar.
We did, and that was a great time. You should
It
check out
was.
that video.
yeah.
Yep. I don't know if it's going to be on this channel or another one, but you'll know about it.
Hit
You'll
like,
know
hit
about it.
subscribe, all that.
Yep. Make sure to do all of that. And check all the links in the description, too.
Especially the Twitch one.
Especially the Twitch one. Because
Sure.
now, I can actually make money on Twitch. So,
This guy's an affiliate.
I'm an affiliate.
He's an affiliate. Let's go.
And even
It's-
more impressively, champion in Siege.
champion.
Rainbow Six Siege champ right here.
Top 6,000 players in North America.
How does it
Officially
feel
the
being
best Clash
better than
player.
everybody?
To be better than everybody?
Yeah, like just...
I don't feel like I'm better than everybody.
I feel like you're better than everybody.
Because, like, you're right. I should be number one.
Cat.
You should be number one, like, in the world.
If I could do better mechanically, which I'm not sure if I'm even physically capable of being better mechanically, but
Always room
I
for
guess I
improvement.
could be better.
Always room for improvement.
But some people are insane.
Some people are pretty crazy.
But like, for me, it's just all up here. That's how I win by bringing my teammates up.
No.
That's how I do it. I make my teammates play better, and that's how I win.
I can't.
What's the
confirm
average
he is
assist
a
count?
team player.
Oh, I don't know.
That's the real test of...
Well, yeah, but Siege can't count an assist of me making a call out and someone getting a kill off of it.
I suppose that is a fair point.
So actual assists are probably way better.
We'll get like 100 assists a game.
I'll say, how far do we count, like, as an assist? Like, if I'm like, there's a guy in that room. Is that a good enough call out?
No, but,
that
like-
deserves an assist?
No,
It depends. It depends.
Depends on the room.
Depends on how obvious it is that guy is in there. If you say there's a guy in that room and I'm already in the room in a gunfight with him, and I'm like, well, obviously I'm shooting him. I don't think that should count.
But what if he's now moving to your left? Like, what if you don't realize he's moving to your left? Like, you're watching
Am I
him.
still in the gunfight with him?
Yes, and you're staying right at
How
him.
do you not
But what
know
if
he's
And
you
I don't
just,
notice he moves
what if
left?
you just don't realize that he's walking?
If I had my eyes closed, I'd count it.
If you're dead as an attacker, what call-outs do you really give?
Whatever you can see on the drone.
And if there's nothing you can see on a drone?
You spectate a teammate in backseat game.
if there's a random, watch the random and let your teammates
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
he's doing or
Yeah.
what he sees. But like that call up once again, I'm pretty sure it was you gave me with that 3K with Fuse. Like I would not have survived that situation if it wasn't for that last call out because I knew there was someone behind the wall and I stuck a fuse charge to the wall. I lit it. I looked left. Someone's swinging around the door, and I'm like, die, 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 die. Run out of ammo. Turn around. Look through another door. There's someone. It was on cafe on the second story, and it's like that dining room one that has the fireplace in it. They were proned behind the fireplace, and like
Oh.
if that person did not get pinged, and I'm pretty sure it was you. If it wasn't
might
you,
have been.
it was Zandy. If that person had not gotten pinged, I would not have seen that. I would have been dead. Because I would have sat there and been like, what is that?
When I was playing with Zandy, he was Montaigne. We were coming up the stairs. He had me blocked so I could drone. And I saw the guy was sitting right there, and I was kind of messing with him, scanning him, ducking under a couch.
Yeah.
And then I clocked it. I was like, wait, he's right next to Zandy, shoot directly to your right. He goes, okay, poof, poof, round one. Just like that. It was so clean.
So, as a new Siege player, right? I'm really new to FPS games.
Yeah.
What do you think? Honestly.
It's a great game. Like, let me make that clear. It is a great game.
What makes it a great game?
It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like, even when I do bad, there's just something, I don't know. It's a weird game, because on the one side, I fucking hate it. It's so
Yep.
goddamn
Every siege.
mad because bad. I'm putting that up.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not good at the game, and that is what's frustrating.
There's two reasons why somebody's mad at that game. Either they're really bad at it or they're really good at it.
Yep.
No mid-tier player gets that mad at the game.
The problem is, though, it's like people are just so much better than me at this point, and they know everything. So I'm like, oh, this seems like a pretty good spot. I'm watching this door. turns out they can shoot from behind me, and they use some drone that can target me through walls.
Mhm.
And then they shoot me through a window that they're inversed on from a tight corner through 3 different walls that I didn't know were destructible,
Yeah.
that nobody reinforced.
Exactly.
And they're good, yeah. And then I'm just dead.
That's what I was saying at the very start. Map knowledge is one of the first things you need to learn.
Oh, yeah.
That is huge.
Every exterior wall gets reinforced immediately.
Yeah, pretty much. If it's
Yeah.
on the site, yeah, reinforce every
Yes.
exterior wall.
And there's a few sites that really that plane map. That map
Oh.
sucks.
I love that map.
That map sucks.
I think
think
that
that's
might be
kinda
the
fun.
only map that hasn't been reworked.
Because somebody just picks Kavera and then
Chalet?
shoots you through those bulletproof
Chalet's
windows.
been reworked.
Chalet has been okay. It's been the same since I've started. I feel like.
Yeah, they changed the kitchen dining. They changed the master bedroom. I think they didn't rework it a lot, but they did rework it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think plane might actually be the only map they haven't reworked or pulled out of play. Well, I mean, they pulled it out of play, not for casual, but for
Yeah,
ranked.
but
It's real small.
Yeah, it is.
that's like
And
house.
A lot
like,
of corners.
A lot of corners. It's insane.
House has been heavily reworked.
Yeah, but
House
that,
was made into a completely different map.
yeah. Well, I mean, doesn't that used to be the ranked map?
No, that used to be the 1v1 map
Oh, okay.
They used to have 1v1?
in custom games. You can get in a lobby with one other player and just run a 1v1.
So at that point, you're not even really playing the objective.
Yeah, sometimes you play objective.
Yeah.
Also, depending on what objective you choose, if it's secure area, yeah, the objective's definitely going to get played. If it's bomb, maybe.
I was going to say, if it's
I was
bomb, it
gonna
seems
say-
like it's more just kill each other.
That depends.
Well, if someone on defense is hiding, then bomb is just a way to bait them back to where
Yeah, I
you
guess
can
that's
see them,
true.
essentially.
And it's a time limit.
One of the things, I play Ram a lot lately, and one of my favorite things about her is whenever you throw her thing out, yeah, it destroys a lot of shit, but it is loud. So I
It
can
is.
throw it out and set it off and plant the diffuser, and nobody knows I'm planting. Because they can't hear me.
That's not a bad idea.
I use it for sound more than I use it for destroying stuff.
And it's annoying because people then have to start shooting at it.
They don't have. Most of the time, people don't shoot at it.
No? Doesn't it go until somebody breaks it?
No, it has a set limit. It
Oh.
only goes a certain distance. And you can only shoot it on the back to break it. There's a little red button you shoot. Or you can blow it up.
I feel like that
Explosive-
works for most things.
Yeah, explosives are almost always an option.
EMP. I just bought my first operator, and I got Finka.
So
That's pretty solid. Easy
Yeah,
to
that's
use
a,
character.
that's a solid choice.
I like healing.
Yeah.
I like doing that.
Healing's very valuable in that game. There's not
Spe-
many operators that can do it.
especially on
Doc is
attack.
the best one for
Yep.
sure.
Yeah, especially
And on attack, Fink is the only one I think that does health.
I think so.
Yeah.
There's other ones that do others, and hers isn't really like a great health. Like it's not
It-
like
The,
Doc.
the
where it's
best
full
part is that it
stamina.
can revive people
Yeah, you
That
can
is
revive
nice.
it. Yeah.
and revive yourself.
But you know how many times that like is even a possibility? Usually, if in Siege, if somebody gets
It's a
knocked, they're
headshot.
dead.
Yeah, most
It's either a headshot or they get knocked and then finished immediately.
most of the time, but sometimes not.
Sometimes it does happen. Or
Especially if it's a situation where the bomb's down and they down somebody and they don't realize it's Finka, then they go ahead and go for the defuse and Finka's over there rezzing herself.
I always get finished. Well, I'm also Doc, and I think people are smart enough to know to do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I hate knocking somebody and then not getting the finish.
that sucks.
It's annoying as hell.
And
I also
honest-
hate Cav.
I respect the
Hate it.
doc. I respect the doc main, but I have an issue with killing the same guy 4 times over.
It's pretty annoying.
Like it really sucks when you know you
Yeah.
just down that you watched him fall on the ground and then like you hear thunk
Yeah.
and then he's back at the corner.
Yeah.
God
You're
damn
like, I
it.
just unloaded 8 rounds. This guy, he's got to be one shot. And stims him, bro. I just unloaded 8 more rounds into him. And he's got to be one shot. Stims.
We did 3v3 against you, didn't we? And you
Yeah.
were Doc, and you were like, I used all 3
Oh,
stims.
yeah.
And still had you had like 25 health left.
Yep.
So annoying.
Yeah, I used to be MP5 main on Doc and Rook, but lately the P90's been the one.
I'm
to go
with
for me.
you. Because with Rook, I did the MP5
Mhm.
for a little bit. And I don't know, I just didn't care for
So
it.
it's a lot easier to control.
Yeah.
Realistically, it's better for long range because of that. But the P90 shoots faster.
And being able to just spray to hold down a
Yeah.
corner or something.
Yeah, having 50 rounds is so helpful.
I use that to rotate sometimes. If I'm watching a door, I'll just spray through the doorway as I'm moving.
Yep, I do that too.
Like, what are you going to do, bitch?
Yeah, peek.
Peek it, I dare
Peek it.
you.
Oh,
Yeah, I call it the Pro 90.
the Pro 90.
The Pro 90.
The Pro 90.
What does the P stand for? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
let's-
sure Google knows.
Yeah, look it up.
The
What
penetrating
does
90.
the... Oh, I can't type. The P90 stands for... Oh.
Is it like a German name or something?
Oh, this is...
What does the 90 stand for?
Project. P90, short for Project 1990. It's a Belgian personal defense weapon manufactured by FN Herzl in 1990 to 93. Yeah, so Project
1960.
1990.
Damn. I didn't realize it'd been out that long.
Oh, wait,
It's a
so
damn
F and N made it?
Yep, FN Herzl.
Okay, so that's the same. That's the same brand as the 5.7,
Oh.
if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it's FN 5.7.
What's your thoughts on the LPN5 or whatever, the revolver?
The LPF 586.
It is fun to use, but realistically, it's not the best option.
I don't know if I'm just really bad at aiming with it or what, but it seems like when I use it, I just can't hit a shot.
Pistols with
So
scopes.
if you're going to use a revolver, just go for the body. Don't go for a headshot.
That's what I usually try to, because like I'll do Monty too, and
Oh,
I
if you're using Monty, do not use the revolver.
don't.
No.
No.
Use
Okay.
use the P9.
I tried that and I couldn't hit shots, and then I switched back to the other one, and I was hitting shots. So I
Yeah.
didn't know if it was just I was getting more shots, so it was helping. If the revolver's harder to aim,
The revolver has more recoil, and you should use the P9.
But it's a 78
damage, Nick.
Yeah, it is very tempting, but if you
If you can't hit your
if you
shots.
math it out, well, realistically in Siege, if you're aiming for the head anyways, you only need one shot. So usually it's better to just have more shots to take.
That is the other thing that's really annoying, but I also love.
Yeah.
That Siege is a game of conflicts.
Mhm.
Like there's so many. Like I hate and love every mechanic.
Yep.
I hate the drones, and I love the drones. I hate the cams, love the cams.
Yep.
I hate the operators, but I love them.
Mhm.
One dude pulled me through or no, he didn't pull me through it. I was watching a window, and he shot a grappling hook through
Oh yeah.
and burst through.
Maru.
So
And
I
it
was
kills
watching it, and he literally it scared the hell out of me. I screamed. I went, "Ah!" And then he just blasted me.
Yeah, if you're too close to the window, that'll actually kill you. Yeah,
That guy's pretty cool.
it is pretty.
I
cool.
like that.
You get
I love
super
that
kicked.
operator. I like
Yeah,
that.
you get super kicked
Because
by Maru.
we have this strat where we run that operator, and do you know Ying? So Amaru's
I've
the
heard
one
it.
with the grappling hook. She can go through windows or hatches. Even if the hatch is not broken, she can fly through the hatch. As long as it's not reinforced. Ying is the one that throws the Candela. It's like in Call of Duty, I think it's like a 9-bang or
Yeah,
something.
the 9-bang.
Yeah, so you throw it in the room and it just shoots flashes bangs everywhere.
Oh, like a cluster.
Jing,
flash.
jing,
Yeah.
jing, jing.
Yeah.
I can't. That sound is so distinct. As soon as you hear the
Yep.
sound, you'll know.
Yep, you're like, yeah, you're like, oh
Yep.
shit, where? Because you can shoot those before they go off, and that's the way to go. But so yeah, we have this strat where we run a Maru, which is the one with the grappling hook, and we'll go to any site that has a hatch in it. We grab the shotgun on a Maru, we break the hatch, but you don't have to go through it, right?
Yeah.
But for this strat, you break the hatch, and then they're like, why the fuck did they break the hatch? Well, I throw a 9-bang in there, and then I throw 2 smokes so they can't see, and then I keep throwing my 9-bangs while Amara goes through the hatch and just plants immediately. So the
That
whole
sounds
site's-
so annoying.
It is.
Okay,
And
people
nobody
like
expects
you are why I don't like Siege.
Nobody
You
expects it.
sweaty bastards.
Because, like, especially in high level play, they're like, oh, no way they're just gonna fly through the hatch and plant the diffuser. And it works.
Works every time?
Not every time.
Well, like first round, you do it once a game and then
No, it doesn't always work on the. There was one time where literally we tried doing that. We shotgunned open the hatch, and there was a guy standing on it, and he fell through the floor and shot us. He's like, "Oh, that's never happened before. That's happened one time since we've been doing this."
That's pretty good odds.
Yeah, it is.
Kind of surprising it didn't happen more. I wonder if he was
Well,
like
usually
reinforcing.
people don't stand on hatches, and they're
I guess
usually
that's a
they're
good
not in
point.
great places to sit, anyways.
Yeah. Don't stand on hatches and don't stand anywhere where a window can see you.
Yeah, the
Okay,
best thing,
sometimes that's
especially
really
as a
hard.
defender, the best thing to do is minimize angles that you can be shot from.
Which also minimizes the amount of angles you can shoot from.
Yeah,
But
that's okay. That's
And-
when you learn the the heavy traffic areas. You know where they're going to be. You minimize the angles and just hold yours on where you know they're going to peak.
And that's where you need to have good teammates. Because
Yes.
I need to know that if I'm watching this one, somebody else is watching that one that I can't.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they die, I need them to tell me that they died. Why is that such a hard thing?
Well, usually
Nope.
it's pretty obvious whenever people die.
Well,
it literally says 4v3, kill feed.
Well, sometimes I'm like, what? Like, I hear this guy, I'm hard watching this angle, and I'm not paying attention to anything else.
Mhm.
And the next thing I know, I'm getting shot from right there because I didn't hear anybody say that they died, and I wasn't looking.
It's a good trait and a bad trait that
I
you get
know.
that dialed in.
I know. The problem is, every time I look away, they walk through the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay,
Siege time.
let me
Siege
take a
time.
look, and
Classic.
then bam, shotgun.
Yep, that happens a lot. That happened to me multiple times yesterday. I would walk into the room, I'm looking at this door the whole time. I check my other door to make sure nobody's there. Literally, at the second that I look the other way, they peek it, and I die.
And what do you do about it?
You die.
It's like they
You
it-
die.
You eat
Yep.
lead.
They know. It's like they know.
It just happens.
Yeah, I think I had that happen because I was complaining about it. Not last night, the night before. I had that happen like 2 or 3 times in
Mhm.
one day. And the first time I was playing with Spearson, I think Lux, and some of the other people out of your server,
Mhm.
and like everything was going great, and then we just got shit on, just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Everything just went so bad,
Yep.
and then next thing I know, it's a 1v5. I'm Callie on Coastline. I'm watching the door on the upstairs site. I'm staring at this door for 30 seconds. I unscope, turn a little bit. As I'm turning, I watch someone peek that door and just
Yep.
beam me from like 50 feet. I was like, fuck!
And sometimes those are intentional. Sometimes they have a camera on you, and they're like, okay, he looked away. Peek.
Yep.
Literally. Yep.
And then had the same thing happen playing with him and Zandy and Summy. We're breaking, I think, what were we playing? Clubhouse?
I don't know the map's good enough yet.
I'm pretty sure it was Clubhouse, and I
Was
was.
it a biker bar?
That's the one with the hookah lounge, right?
No,
that's
that's
Coastline.
That's Coastline. No, I don't know that.
It was the one with.
Is that the garage and the ladder goes up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
and
the
there's
stairs that go up. and
Well, there's
then-
there's
There is a
stairs
ladder
going up
in the
there, and then
middle
there's a
of the
ladder.
garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, we were playing that map, and I was sitting on bedroom, watching this window, and I'm because someone just broke this window. I watched him walk by. I'm like, okay, he's gonna walk back by here in a second because he goes breaks the other window, shot through it for a second. I'm sitting here watching this window for a solid 25 seconds, just like any moment now, any moment now. Any moment now, I hear somebody go, someone's in Logi. I lean over to look at the other one. As soon as I lean over, I just get shot from the window. I was like,
Yep.
awesome.
We love siege timing.
Yeah, siege timing is great.
It's so annoying. And the thing is, too, is some of it's just luck.
Yeah.
Some of it is just they're in the right place. But then there's drones. There's operators with different things. Some people just have really good hearing,
Mm-hmm.
so they can like tell when you turn.
Yep.
And it's no, because I got lucky with one too. I was shooting people. We killed him, and something just told me to look back through the window that I came from. As soon as I did, I aimed down, and the guy just poked his head out. Like
Yep.
it was. I had no reason to think he was there.
Yeah.
And that made I would have been screaming if I
Feels
was
so
that
good.
guy. It's so
And watching the kill cam too is watching something like that is so suspicious to watch.
is.
As the guy who got killed, you're like, why did he even look over here? I made no noise.
So that's why if somebody's in a 1v1, I'm like, do not move, don't turn, don't aim down sights, because literally every little movement makes a sound.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear if somebody aims down sights, you can hear if they crouch or stand, you can hear if they turn 90 degrees. I'm like,
It's
do not
insane.
move, just listen.
The other,
Only peek when you have to.
I hate trying to listen though, and your teammates are loud.
Well, that's when you just say, shut the fuck up!
Yeah. Yep. Hearing Sonny say, everybody shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, sometimes it needs to be said.
Because sometimes they're giving me callouts too, and like they're good callouts, but like there's two people saying it, or the guy's just saying it loud or too frequent, and
You just gotta call them out on it. Just be like,
Yeah,
hey,
just be like,
you
hey.
be quiet. Only one person make callouts. They'll
Nice.
understand. It might seem like you're.
I know
You might feel like you're being a dick, but they understand.
because it's because like I hear them right there, and then everyone starts talking, and then
Yeah.
But we do need. I get Siege is fun. We need to run at least one little bit of Among Us tonight, at least a couple rounds.
Let's see. I'll go ahead and put a message in the Discord. We'll see. Because I feel like there's a good chance people will join in just because we haven't played it in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Shadow specifically was asking about it.
Yeah.
By the way, if any of you are watching and want to play Siege or Among Us with us, there's a Discord link in the description. Just join the Discord.
It's always a good time on
It's
Sunny
always-
Side.
That's right. I hope we didn't say anything too offensive in the last podcast because, well, Thursday was Thanksgiving and then Friday was, my other Thanksgiving. So I was like, it came to last night and I was like, fuck, I haven't edited this. So I just went ahead and uploaded it.
You
the way
just
it was.
uploaded it?
Yeah, I didn't even listen to it.
Oh boy.
I don't think we
You
said
don't
anything.
remember what was said?
I don't think we said anything bad in the last one.
I feel like there was maybe one or two things that probably might have should have gotten taken out, but
Nah, that's fine. Who's going to listen to the whole thing anyway?
Honestly,
yeah, fair enough.
Well, actually, there is one guy, Jesse O Hazards. You're in the Discord. It's somebody I've known for like a long time. Like I used to play PlayStation with this guy.
oh
We
shoot.
played Siege PlayStation. Actually, it was whenever I was doing like esports on PlayStation. He was on my team, and yeah, dude, Jesse is great. He's going through a rough time right now. He's got a lot of personal stuff going on. I don't know if he wants.
Yeah,
He'll
probably
get
not,
into
probably.
that with people if he wants to, but Jesse, you're the man, and dude,
The
it made me feel so good because he was in the call last night, and he's like, yeah, dude, he's like, listening to your podcast has actually helped me get through this a lot. He said I've listened to every single one of them while I'm at work.
You're the man, Jesse.
Yep.
Get him
you're
on the
man,
podcast.
Jesse.
Shout out to Jesse.
Get him on the podcast.
He lives in Ohio.
Oh.
Yeah.
We have
Discord.
Yeah, we could. I told him, I was like, yeah, we can do a virtual one day.
We'll just put him on get a laptop or
Mhm.
put him on the TV.
I could put him on the TV.
Yeah, and just like
Give him
put
the
the
big
TV
screen.
up there, and it's just his face. Like he's gonna zoom in
Well,
the camera.
I could do him on Discord and literally just give him like a window on our podcast here. So like, if we don't have anybody here, I can literally just put his window right there.
I love it. His parents watch the podcast.
Yeah,
Oh, do they?
yeah.
Dude,
That,
that's awesome.
Phil thinks it's pretty funny. Mom doesn't understand a lot of the humor
Mhm.
that because we are out of a different generation.
Yeah, and we're
I'll-
guys.
A lot of video games, a lot of tech stuff, and then she's just like, I don't get it, but you guys go.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mom and Phil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks guys.
I want a puppy for Christmas.
Don't you already have 3 dogs at your house?
Maybe. What? You think I can't have 4 dogs?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Hey, you can have one of ours.
I don't know if I want any of yours.
They're great, all of them. You can have all of ours. You can just have 6.
I can't take
I'm
Nikki
calling
away from
liar.
Shiloh.
I'm calling cap.
What do you mean?
You won't let me have all the dogs.
Take 'em. I love them, but they need more attention.
Cap.
I love them, but they need more attention.
Cap, you don't love him. You don't love your dog. You didn't even let him eat holes in the wall.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm terrible.
You're a monster.
Dude,
This
what-
one,
What is it with dogs and wanting to eat holes in walls?
I don't know.
They've started so many holes in this house.
I think it's
Wall.
at least for Blackbeard, it's like an anxiety thing. Like
They were
he
gonna-
just doesn't like being alone.
They're not even alone all the time. The other day, literally, I'm in here playing. I'm streaming. I've got them in the room with me. And Sugar just starts trying to gnaw on that wall. I'm like, what are you doing?
Paint, latex paint.
Yeah, like, sheetrock.
Sheetrock does not taste good. I can say that from experience.
Good to know.
Yep.
Good to know.
It's very
I will not
disgusting.
attempt to eat sheetrock.
Good, don't.
I know you were curious.
I
Also,
was pretty curious.
The cotton candy in the walls?
Not good either.
No.
But it
Makes
looks, dude, it looks like pink cotton candy. What's wrong with it?
It makes your stomach itchy.
Mmm.
Too much sugar.
Too much sugar.
Yeah, but
It's like
something
sugar crystals that are hard, and I think that's the problem.
That makes sense.
Like delicious,
Who
don't get me
gets
wrong.
sued
But
because of some
it's a
dumb
bad idea.
12-year-old who found this podcast. He's like, wait, you told me I could eat that?
at that point, it's not a lawsuit; it's natural selection.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
If you're dumb enough to eat the cotton candy in the walls
Like someone's like,
without putting it in the Mountain Dew in your gas tank first,
I bet a Tide Pod tastes good.
A Tide Pod?
That could really go for a Tide Pod right now.
I've got a video of Snapchat on me biting into a Japanese Tide Pod.
What the fuck is a Japanese Tide Pod? Is it?
It's a Tide Pod from Japan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why does it?
why did you bite it?
What's the difference?
I didn't like act. Well, I actually did bite it. I just didn't bite like into it.
Oh, you didn't.
It was
punch
whenever that was like a thing. Was eating Tide Pods. So like I just made a video of me Snapchat and it was like, and then it ends as soon as my teeth touch it. I thought it was funny, but
Dude, like I just
Why is
don't
it-
it was funnier at
understand.
the time.
I don't understand that. Like I never could understand that mindset. It was like, I should eat this disgusting thing because other people on the internet are doing it.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
also colorful and it looks tasty.
Like it was someone like genuinely eating it, or Was
Yeah.
it just a meme? Like someone thought it was funny?
It was
And
both.
My guess is it started off as like it looks because it was called the forbidden fruit because it looks tasty.
It does.
Which I will say that is fair.
Dude, that's the forbidden gushers.
Yeah, literally. Somebody's probably like, it probably tastes like a gusher. Nah, I don't know. Other people went, you know what? I'm gonna. Because I bet you there probably wasn't too many people that ate multiple Tide Pods. They probably did one, and then that was it.
They're like, okay, I'm not doing that again.
Literally, yeah. They're like,
All
I
I'm
satisfied my curiosity.
All I'm saying is it's too widespread of a problem whenever they actually have to start putting child lock caps on the Tide Pod
Yeah.
containers. Like,
Yeah.
like that's a little excessive in my opinion. Like, I understand it's like we want to have fun and whatnot, but that's just dumb. Come on, you're ruining the Tide Pod experience for everybody
Well,
else.
that's what they
I
can't
can't
get
open a
sued
child
for it.
lock container, so now I can't enjoy Tide Pods.
I can't eat them anymore because of
Yeah.
you guys.
Just you guys.
You're supposed to eat them secretly. God, don't post it on the internet.
Yeah. I don't want to see your obituary.
don't wanna
Too
read
many
that.
Tide Pods on the headstone.
I want to go to your funeral knowing I could have made a difference.
Cat. Oh
5 minute
shit!
timeout.
I
Yeah,
think
you're
you
in
set that
timeout
up.
now. Get
That's
out
why
of
he
here.
didn't want to shoot himself earlier. He knew that was the first shot.
Got my dart back.
Yeah.
Thanks. But
That's
I can't.
what I
I can't use this gun because now I know where the bullet is. All right, now there was two.
Yep. So if
Right.
you didn't know, we're kind of playing Liar's Bar now.
Yep. With our talking and our stories as we go on, if we decide that the other person or other people are spewing a load of BS, then we can call cap on it. And if it is in fact cap, they have to play Russian roulette.
Yep. But if it's not Cap, then the person who called it has to shoot themselves. So
See, I was being genuine. Like the dogs need more attention. Like
but you would get rid of all of them to James.
I know that they would be well taken care of.
But you would give them all to James?
I could. I wouldn't
Would
like to, but I would if I had to.
Okay.
Because like I said, I know that especially Blackbeard just needs he needs other dogs and other
Well, he's
people
got-
who
he's
are
got
like
Emily's dog.
yeah, and he's got Nikki, but like I also can't just let him run around while I'm not
Mm-hmm.
there most of the time because he's a little fucking hooligan.
Yeah, same with those two. I can't. Sugar gets in the kitchen
Yep.
sink and.
Yeah, I
Lloyd-
think you remember. I think I remember you telling me about that. You're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I just
She
walked
got
out
in
here.
it the
She's
other
just
day.
in the sink.
Yeah, I don't know how she jumps that high. It's kind of insane. Ooh,
Oh, fancy. Hey, you're not supposed to be talking.
he didn't talk. He just made sound effects.
Oh, okay. I forgot.
Oh. Teaser for next podcast. We're doing wise quotes.
Oh my god,
Next
I've been
podcast,
waiting.
Wise quotes. Can
What
you
was
see
it
the
that?
excitement?
What was it that? Who was that? Robert that came in here? Was that his name?
Not Robert. Ronald.
Ronald. What was it that he said earlier when we were playing Liar's Bar? He said something.
Which one? Fill or full, make or drool?
Yes, you gotta write that down for the wise quotes. That's great.
Oh yeah, that's like their thing is fill or full, and then we added make or drool.
Also, you know your laptop's like a quarter off the table, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. I just looked over and seen it was like
It's more out of the way.
fair enough. You don't ever worry about just like
No.
just putting your hand through it one day. You go to
No,
hit.
I can, even if I rest my hand, it's okay.
Oh, okay. Is it nice and weighted?
Yeah, I actually put a 5-pound kettlebell on it. Installed it.
Cap.
Okay.
I knew
We're
you were
okay.
lying. I knew you were fucking lying.
Imagine I actually shot myself and you have to go 5 minutes by yourself.
Like, no, you're gonna get 5 minutes of me staring at the wall, or I'm just gonna stare at the camera, and just
And
be
it
like,
won't
"Hey, guys,
be cut out.
good, good." I really hope it's not. Hope I didn't sit and stare at that. We need to actually probably put on a timer.
I'm kind of keeping up with it. I think it's been 3 minutes.
Okay. That's not cap too, is it?
So how was your day, James? Yeah? Oh. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, you know, yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. What was that one thing you were telling me earlier, or was it last week about like it was some lady some lady that was like on a porch or something like that. Could you tell me the name?
Can you go in detail about how large she really was?
I can't remember what was the term that you used, but it was pretty funny. I do recall. That's probably one of the things that.
No, we can't cut that out. We don't need to. Actually, I was going to edit it last night, and then I was in a call with Gombo and Lux, and
Please tell me they heard it.
yeah, I was like, something really funny you said at the very start. I was like, it's something that they saw on the way there, and then I don't remember. Gombo guessed something, and then Lux guessed something, and then Gombo said, "I bet it was a really large lady," and I was like, "Okay, I have to show you that." I was like, at first I told him I was like, "I'm not going to tell you guys," and then he said that, and I was like, "Okay, I have to."
All right, now you know.
You literally guessed it
You
on the
know.
second try. You guessed what they saw on the way here. So
I still hate to like be rude about it, but just the way that he said it was just so fucking hilarious. Whenever he gets his time, whenever
You're
he
good
gets his okay.
Am I good now?
Yeah.
You're good
What
now.
was the
Okay.
what was that name? What was that?
Honestly,
name?
I don't know.
Moby No did.
No, no, Nick, that was yours.
Yeah.
Just as funny. I was trying to get him to say it.
I
Is
think
there
I
a
actually
punishment
forgot.
if you break your
I think you get
silence?
punched in the face.
No,
What
you
if
don't.
someone likes getting punched in the face though?
5 minutes of laying on the floor with the puppies?
I like that. Or just laying on the floor, just barely out of frame.
Lay on the table.
Is that?
All I can see is like your feet.
You have to lay on the table. Head on this side, legs spread around the mic.
You know what?
I don't
It'll
know.
hold
I don't
It'll
know.
hold
It, will it?
Yeah, it'll hold.
How do you know?
It'll hold.
Have you had sex on this table?
It'll hold.
You think it's been banging on this table?
From the sounds of it, Ronald and my uncle were. Yeah,
That
so
is
earlier.
not cap.
Go check out the Liars Perfect.
Yeah, you know what? Watch the Liars.
Watch
Bar
Liars.
video. I was gonna cut it out. I'm not gonna cut it out.
Please
No, don't cut that
Please
out.
don't cut that
Absolutely
out.
not.
That was.
He said, "Oh!" Said, "You don't want to know what we're doing."
It sounded like he was pulling something out of his ass, man. Like,
Oh, man. Dude, he is funny. I want to get him on here one day, but I don't know if I can because he's a busy guy.
too
seemed
busy
like it.
for the Sunny Slime
That
podcast.
is Money Mike. His name
That
is
is-
Michael.
But too busy for the Sunny Slime podcast. Some people aren't taking us serial.
Yeah, they need to start taking this more serious.
Yeah, they're
We've
not
had
taking.
too many quitters. It's time to stop,
Next week, if one of the quitters doesn't show up, I'm calling them out about it.
and we'll lynch them.
All right, that works.
In
Can we
public.
do it
Cap.
on stream?
Public lynch. Shit. Ooh.
I was really calling for on stream. I mean,
On stream?
yeah, public lynching on stream.
Dude, I think I would get banned. Affiliate for a day.
No, just do it on YouTube. It's fine.
Oh, on Kick. Everything's okay on Kick and
Exactly.
Facebook Live.
Exactly. Have you ever been on 4chan?
No.
Is 4chan
Because you
an
can't live
app,
stream on.
or is it
That's
a
a
website?
website.
Okay.
No, it's like
I was gonna say, honestly, I don't even know exactly what
4chan's like the dark side of Reddit. The
Is it
darker.
The dark side of Reddit.
It like okay,
There's
like
some dark things
okay.
on Reddit.
So Reddit's like I would say like 70% okay, and then there's like that corner of it
I
that
think
like
70's pushing it.
it does. I'm trying to be generous, but like 4chan is the opposite. It's like maybe 25% okay, and the rest of it's just like you just don't want to go here.
Matthew finds a lot of his weird stuff on Reddit.
4chan
I'm sure
is
he
where
used to
people,
surf
like,
4chan.
find people.
Huh?
4chan is where people find other people.
You
Oh.
Like
They-
somebody posts a pic. There was it Shia LaBeouf posted some sort of flag or something that was flying out in the middle of the desert somewhere and live streamed it as a protest, and 4chan users found it in like a couple of days.
Oh.
Yeah, and then they went out there and took it down.
Yeah.
no,
I
it was
won't be on 4chan.
it was a big thing on 4chan for a while that was like where people were posting keys to get to the dark web and stuff was 4chan was a big hotspot for that for a while there. I don't know if that's still really a thing or not, but
It probably is.
I mean probably. It's really weird how they sneak those links in. Like when you talk about a sneaky link,
That is a
that is
sneaky
the
one.
sneakiest link ever. Like it's on a, you know how like when you go over a link most of the time, it highlights it, like
Yeah.
the whole link. No, you just gotta know.
You just gotta know. What's
You gotta highlight it yourself and use it.
Dude, I didn't know if I was going to mention it or not. And we can decide after I say this if we should cut it out. But there was a guy in high school who had I guess it was a dark web link. I don't know how the dark web works, right? But I know he found a website that had a weird web address and there was CP on it.
What?
Like, child.
child porn.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's definitely not something you're gonna find on Google.
Well, well, he searched it on Google, but it was like a weird web address. It like ended in .co. It wasn't .com. It wasn't.
I've seen a lot of
.co's
websites.
company, isn't it? Or is that? Com?
I've seen a lot of .co's.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, this one was. It was literally.
You've been on a lot of
I don't
sketchy
want to say it
websites.
because I
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
if it's down or not, and I kind of don't want to look it up to see if it's on.
Bro, you're about to get like a
I
mark
can do it
on
in
your
an
forehead.
incognito tab.
I don't think that's.
The government's still gonna ping your flag. Your
You
device.
probably at least want to like tape off your fucking camera or something.
There's not one on this.
Okay, that's what
that
he
you
thinks.
know about.
The
Yeah.
F11 key is just like neat.
Oh, oh wait, is that what I typed in?
We're also literally all three sitting here on camera, as he's like,
There is
no,
that.
I'm just gonna look up this child porn website.
Okay, so now it tries to reroute you to another website. It says this other website that's .com doesn't support a secure connection. You are seeing this warning because this site does not support HTTPS and you're in incognito mode. So I guess it's not a safe website to go to.
That sounds
That's
like
what
a
it
not
sounds like.
safe website to me.
But it doesn't. It pulls up a different website than what I typed in. Whenever I type it in,
I wouldn't trust it.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I wouldn't be playing games with it.
No, not worth.
No, I'm not gonna leak the name of it because
No, that's
something actually tried to look something up whenever I typed it in.
Yeah, but like whenever you like hit OK to go to the website, anyways, you're automatically on the diddler list.
Yeah. I don't know. You think I should cut that out or leave it?
We should probably.
That's
I don't know.
I don't think you'll get in trouble for it.
No,
Yeah.
that
I
is
don't know, but that kid was kind of weird though. He was like, it was weird because he was one of the popular kids, but he was also like kind of weird.
And he's in your grade.
No, he was younger than me. I think 1 year younger.
So he was a year above us.
You were 3 years above us, weren't? Wait,
I
how
don't
old are
know.
you? 24, right?
I'm 23.
23. Oh yeah,
He's
so
2 years
you were a
above us.
year above us.
I graduated in 2019.
Yeah,
2
so
years.
yeah, they were in. It was the class of 2020 is who he's talking about.
Yes.
Because we're
Yeah,
2021.
we're 2021. So you were 2 years ahead. This guy
Yeah.
was 1 year.
Yeah.
Ooh, was he on the football team?
No. He didn't play any sports.
I mean, honestly, it kind of sounds about right.
Yeah, at Sequoia.
Yeah, there's some not good things that go there.
Things.
Things and stuff.
A lot of fentanyl.
Yeah.
A lot of fentanyl.
of fentanyl.
Because the story
Okay,
that went around
footsies.
with the cop that with the fentanyl was like he touched it and got hospitalized.
He-
But from
that
what
was-
I understand that can't happen.
No, that's not how that works. Like that was so
He-
over.
But didn't he
over-
like almost die?
Mm,
Or
from
that's
what,
what I've heard.
from what I had heard, which Zach was actually the because you're talking about when it was like two. Was it an SRO and a nurse?
Yeah.
Yeah. Zach was the ambulance driver at the time.
Zach. Do we know? Do I know?
Spencer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah. And he told me that they were both okay. I think it was the SRO officer. He
Yeah.
got it hit him. Fentanyl is dangerous, even just a touch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I heard that
But,
it
like-
wasn't, so I don't know.
I don't
Which
think
he
like,
wasn't like about to die, but
Yeah.
I think they did have to Narcan him. And then the nurse, I don't remember if they Narcaned her, but they were both okay. It wasn't that big of a deal, but
Birch tries to file for workman's comp.
Because
for
wasn't it
that.
also in like a cart? Wasn't it?
yeah, but the cart busted.
Oh.
Because
Oh.
I guess the SRO tried to get it from him. He dropped it, broke it because it was like the cart
the
carts.
glass ones.
Okay, this
Yeah.
says you can't overdose by touching fentanyl. In fact, there are no confirmed cases of overdose from touching fentanyl powder or pills. While fentanyl can be absorbed through the skin, this happens only with constant direct contact over hours and days. Still, you should avoid touching it.
So how did he get it?
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, it was like really, really like boiled over.
It
for
was.
nothing.
That's weird because Zach told me that they had to give him Narcan.
Mhm. Maybe.
So maybe it was just a precaution.
Maybe there was something in the air and he accidentally inhaled it. Is that possible?
I don't know.
That
So
are-
there's a cart that busted open. I don't know. But it's a liquid though, so
it could have also been like kind of a placebo effect thing where
Maybe
he was
thought
told
he was.
that he would get high or something if it
Mhm.
touched his skin, and so he started thinking that he was getting high.
yeah, that's
I don't
possible.
know.
I don't know. If they went to the extent of giving him Narcan, I don't know if that could be placebo.
Or maybe they did it just to be safe.
Yeah, I was about to
Because
say-
like, what does it really matter if
Then why
I give
didn't
you?
they do that with the nurse?
'Cause the nurse is a fucking
I
trooper.
don't know.
She don't need no fucking.
If they're
Maybe
doing
she
it just
did-
to be safe, I would imagine they do it with both.
Maybe
of
it's because the SRO had contact with it, but the nurse didn't have direct contact.
them. Maybe. Why was she in the ambulance then? Something
I don't
fishy
know.
is going on.
Something-
Yeah,
The whole situation was weird too.
Didn't that kid? I think that kid went to jail, didn't he? But he was like
Probably.
released on bond, maybe.
I have
don't
no idea
know.
who it was.
That was the year after I got out.
I know.
We got out at a good time.
Yeah, that happened during one of my little brother's classes.
Mm. During our year, it was just Legend.
Yeah, Legend was.
He was the
thing.
only fentanyl incident I knew of at the
Yeah.
school.
That was
Yeah,
pretty.
didn't he like seize out in the bathroom or something?
No,
No, it
they
was,
were in.
Williamson's
Yeah, they
class.
were in Williams' class, and
Dude, there's so much shit that happened in Williamson's class.
well, someone had a cart and let him hit it, and like, he's like actually allergic to fentanyl, I guess, and because he had like such a bad reaction to it, he literally just dropped and started seizing out.
Okay.
And from what I was told from like 2 or 3 people was like there were 4 or 5 kids who were getting up and like kicking him and stuff, telling him to get up because they thought he was just fucking around.
Well, wasn't Braxton there?
Yeah, Braxton was one of the people who said that he was getting
Wasn't
kicked.
Harley the other one? I was told Harley said he was there.
He might have been.
It could have
Gatewood?
been. It's been a long time since I've talked to Harley though. So.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, he was.
I
Braxton
thought
was
Harley
like,
told me that he didn't get kicked. That's just what people.
oh,
say.
Braxton was saying
But
that.
then that could be the case of where maybe Harley was one of them kicking him.
Yeah, and he
My
didn't wanna get in
understanding is
trouble.
that they weren't like kicking it, but they were just like, "Hey,
That's
dude."
probably what it
That's
was.
what I
That's
was
probably what it
led
was.
to believe.
Yeah, and it's also hard to tell whenever there's a group of 5 guys standing around someone on the ground.
And they're all hitting
Yeah.
carts with fentanyl in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember there was one day. There's a guy. Whenever the K2 pins were going around, there was a guy who hit one of those in Williamson's class, and dude, he sat in the classroom the whole time. He like puked, and he was just he was not having a good time.
Those things, I don't know what those are.
I hated those.
I should not have ever done them.
I've hit them 2 or 3 times, and still, even the thought of that feeling just.
Dude. Yeah, I could not stand
I don't know
that.
how people hit those and enjoy it.
I used to drain those things. I loved them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember.
not me.
I remember you at McDonald's.
That
on
was
break.
not. That was honestly. Whew.
Every time I hit one, I was like, "Why the fuck did I do this to myself?"
Bro, that thing's like it's literally just air duster in a liquid form.
I think
like, it
K2
just
is
gives
like
you the-
synthetic weed.
It
yeah, it just
is,
gives you the
yeah.
wah-wahs. Like
Yeah.
that's all I got. It was like a 30-second blast, and it
Oh,
sucked.
it lasted way longer than 30 seconds for me.
It felt like it was like
It seemed like it was anywhere from like a quick one to like 30-40 minutes.
Yeah, I was
It
gonna say
seemed
I
to
definitely
hit
had
people
one of the
different.
30-40 minute ones whenever I worked at Sonic. I hit it and I was like, "Oh, I don't feel good." I literally sat in the bathroom for I don't know how long it was exactly. It felt like an hour. Like I was in and I was actually in there for a long time.
You guys never hit the butterfly pens, did you?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The ones with the red light at the
Yeah,
bottom?
yeah.
Because there was some that
I
was
don't
like
remember if it
black
was-
with a
yeah,
red
yeah,
light.
It was
And then
red
there was
and black.
the silver ones that you could see the juice.
I didn't. No, I never had the silver ones. I think
That's
it was
the
red on the
K2.
top and then black on the bottom.
Those were the butterfly pens.
Yeah, yeah.
Those, from what I heard, had meth in them.
I don't.
there's no telling what the hell is in
I don't
those
know.
things.
Meth is supposed to feel great, and I did not feel that way.
I felt amazing off it. Well, the first time I did it, because the first time I'd ever done anything, I hit a butterfly pen.
Yeah, me too.
And I passed out on the toilet.
The first time I hit it, I was in class, in Spanish class. Yeah.
No.
I literally put my head down and I was like, they're like, "Are you good?" I'm like, I don't think so. I didn't get sick or anything, but I wanted to die.
I believe
It
it.
was terrible. We got away with so much stuff in that Spanish class. It was with Miss. I probably shouldn't say her name because I don't know. Slim chance she gets in trouble.
Is it D?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And dude, there was one time where she's like, "I don't know who keeps vaping in here, but I keep finding jewel pods in my trash can." She said, "I don't care that you do it, but don't do it in here." We still definitely did it.
Oh, yeah.
I've got videos on my phone where we'd watch a video on the board, and literally we were vaping and blowing smoke in front of the video. And we got away with a lot of stuff. We got her to say Sagandis. We were talking about Africa or something. He's like, and my friend Bailey, he was like, yeah. He's like, Miss Daly, have you ever been to Sagandi? She's like, no, what's Sagandi? He's like, it's right next to, Sugma. It's right next to, or no, it's Ligma. She's like, yeah, I think the Ligma Foundation was like donating to Sagandis. It was hilarious, dude.
Oh my lord. Some of the honestly, I had fun with some of those teachers.
Oh yeah.
The goat.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have Torbit? Did you ever have Torbit?
No, I didn't.
Torbit was great.
No, wait, I did have them, but it was for English class, not history. And our history was the one to have.
Oh yeah, history was
I didn't know
great.
he had English class, but
He
yeah.
it was before we got to his class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had him for history, and we did quid pro quo.
What is that?
It's Latin. Petey, do you remember what it?
We
remember
didn't.
what it is.
I was in a different world history class than you. We didn't do
You
Latin.
didn't do quid pro quo.
We spent almost the entire time going over
No,
China.
we didn't learn Latin, but that was every Friday. We did quid pro quo. It means this for that. He would tell a joke, and then you would tell a joke.
Oh,
in
joke
return.
day.
Oh, you called it joke
I was.
day?
He just called it the joke day for us.
Oh.
Listen, our
You
class
must
was.
not have had as much of a fun class.
Our class was. I had the dual credit class, and that's why we
that's
spent.
why.
We spent so much fucking time on fucking ancient China. Like we spent literally over 3/4 of the entire class time we were in there on ancient fucking China. I was so sick of China by the time we got.
I would like
Oh,
to
we
learn
talked
about
about-
actual ancient China, not like what the schools want you to know.
Yeah,
I think there's probably some really cool stuff.
I don't know. He did go it pretty
Not the
good
stuff
in the
that the schools
detail.
want you to know, though.
I want to know how they summon the dragons.
Yeah. Yeah, stuff like that.
The thing I liked about his history class though was like he made a really good point of like as this event's going on here, this event's going on over here in Europe or over in the United States. Like
Yeah.
And
History
that's-
doesn't happen in a vacuum.
yeah, that's like that changes your perspective of history so much because you're like, oh, while these guys are building a wall, the Romans are starting an entire empire over here.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I wasn't actually in this class, but I heard about it, and it was the funniest thing ever. Because one of my friends, I had the English class with some of my friends, but apparently there was a better class with most of the friend group. And I guess one of my friends got the answer wrong, and Mr. Torby goes, "No, you dumb slut!" Ever since then and to this day, that's his name in my phone is dumb slut.
Oh.
Yo, I actually saw him because I don't know if you guys know, he's
works
like
at
not a
Roken,
teacher
doesn't he?
anymore.
No,
he
yeah, he's
got
not a
arrested
teacher.
for drunk driving.
Well, from what
And,
I understood was he quit before that happened.
What I was told is he was basically given the option to
Oh.
go to rehab, do all that, or just quit.
Because
And he
last
chose
time I
to quit.
spoke to him, he actually works at Rural King. He was a manager over there. And from what he told me, which I believe that what he's saying is truthful. I don't know if it happened in the order of events that he said or not. But apparently they had like a teachers meeting and they really got into it because they said something about some teachers like not caring or something. And he felt like he was grouped into those. And he's like, I actually cared that kids learned it and I wanted to make it fun for them.
Yeah, and everybody loved Torben.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's not like they loved him because he was just a fun teacher. Like, you actually learned stuff. from
Yes,
Mr.
he
Torben.
made it fun to learn.
He was legitimately one of the best teachers I've ever had.
Yeah.
And they, I guess he got into it with Mr. Lynn. I don't know if you guys had him or not.
Yeah.
You don't do
yeah.
anything in that class.
No.
If you got him talking about a video game, like, dude, we spent so many classes talking about Halo the entire period.
We got him to talk about literally anything because I had him for psychology.
Oh.
We did not. We might have done like
You do terms once a month. Like that was
yeah. I was about to say we might have done
I feel
vocabulary
like he
once
actually
a
doesn't know anything about psychology.
month. No, he's just there. He's just a place filler.
Apparently his mother is high up in the school system. That's why he never gets in trouble for things. And that's what
Wow.
Mr. Torbett was telling me.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. So.
That's
apparently-
not shocking at all.
Apparently he got into it calling out Mr. Lynn for not caring about his classes, not teaching kids anything. And then I guess he got in trouble with his mother, who is over there, who is like the director or whatever.
Mr. Jeremiah was another one that he kind of got on my nerves with that. Mr. C,
Oh, yeah.
personal finance.
I don't know if I had him.
he was my personal finance teacher, and
I had Miss Staney for personal finance.
I'm not
We
gonna
also
say
didn't
he
do
was
much in
like.
that class either.
It's not that we didn't do much; is he was just constantly a dick. Like he was just he literally at one point he was like get out of my classroom because I told him that new Eminem sucked. I was like, dude, his new album is garbage. It's
And
terrible. It was the fall album. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the fall of Eminem. He's done. He was like, get out, just get out of my classroom. And I just got up and grabbed my bag and started walking out. He was like, sit back down. Make up your mind, woman.
What do you want?
But yeah, he was just like,
Caulfield.
yeah, he was
Oh!
such a fucking asshole, dude.
Dude, he was a cool football coach, though. I thought he was.
He was
Cool and effective are two different terms.
Oh, I
If
thought
you
he was
were
cool.
if you were like one of the good guys, then he was cool. Otherwise, not so much.
No, because
He made you squat. Like when you were maxing out, you
Oh,
had
he-
to full squat.
yeah, he was really good with weightlifting. I'll give him that.
Oh yeah. Everybody else would let you do like a normal squat for your max. Caulfield would make you go all the way down,
Yeah.
like butt to the floor.
He took weightlifting seriously.
Yeah. Unless you were one of the better guys, then you could just do whatever you wanted.
Oh, yeah.
See, I think he was just kind of a placeholder for personal finance.
Yeah,
Oh,
And
yeah.
like that's why he
I
just
think
didn't
he's
care.
just a placeholder in general. He's there. He's a placeholder to be a football coach.
Well, isn't he related to somebody that works there too? Isn't
Yeah,
there
his,
Yeah,
his mom's
his mom.
Miss Caulfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of saying. Like he kind of got away with being an asshole
Mm-hmm.
to kids just because.
And let's be honest, some teachers were just like that.
Yeah.
Dude, me and Miss Lazeski did not get along at all.
Really? I
Yeah.
loved Lazeski, dude.
And well, I was in an honors class, and I didn't take it as seriously as other people were. And like the thing that really triggered her was we did. I don't know if you guys did this project where we had to print out a smaller picture and draw a grid over it, and we got a bigger picture and drew a grid
Yeah.
over that. And actually, I don't know if I got rid of mine or not. I think I did get rid of mine.
You have to pull it out for the next podcast for show and tell.
No, I think I got rid of it.
I remember what you're talking about though.
Yeah, I did a picture of Trump. And I waited until the last minute to decide on what I was drawing. And so like I really didn't have time to pick something else. So I picked Trump and she's like, well, I don't really like it, but I guess you have to do it. I was like, oh. Trump.
Trump.
That's also around the time I got my golden Trump coin. I do have that still. I'll grab that.
She let me play Guitar Hero in her class, so I can't complain. We set up
Was
the
she the one
PS2.
that was right across from Caulfield, or not too far from his classroom?
I think so.
In the hallway that goes before Stevenson's hallway.
Honestly, I don't remember.
I don't
what
remember
her
which
room
one
is.
Miss Lozeski is.
I think she.
She was the one who like always wore the long dress. Or is that Stain?
No, I don't think she wore a dress. Miss Lazeski was really. She was a small woman. She looked fit. I don't know. I can't really remember what Miss Lazeski looked like.
Not gonna lie, she was kind of hot. I thought so anyway.
Was she
Not
the
bad.
younger one who usually wore like a longer dress?
Yes.
Okay.
Did
okay.
she?
That was the one who was right across from Mr. Caulfield.
Oh, it doesn't want to focus, but this is. Damn, I hate that it's not focusing. My Trump coin.
Give us some Adderall.
There we go. Oh, I think it's trying to focus on your guys' face. That's why. And there's the back of it. Oh yeah, because now it's focusing.
I don't know. See, unpopular opinion. I didn't like Miss Harp in 8th grade. I cannot stand. I
don't
hated
think
Miss
that's an
Harp.
unpopular.
No. When I had her in 10th grade, I actually have to say that I did kind of grow some respect for the woman.
Her son was kind of cool.
I hated
Cap.
Daniel. No, for real.
Well, then I'm calling Cap on myself because that's Cap.
No, like
No.
10th grade, she was actually pretty good
No.
to me in 10th grade.
No.
I never had.
Well,
her as a
Woman never
teacher.
will earn respect from me.
She did kind of say something that like she probably shouldn't have said. That could have actually gotten her in a lot of trouble. You might want to cut this part out just because I'm not trying to be an op. But like she actually was like,
Let's be honest. She'll be retired by the time anybody important sees this.
she literally looked at a class of 30 kids and said, "We have 3 brains out of 4 people in this class."
3 brains out of 4 people in the
Meaning that there were 2 people who actually could do math and could think, and then
Oh.
2 people who could kind of do math and think, and everybody else was just dumb.
Gotcha.
Like, she straight up said that in front of everybody.
I don't think that's the worst thing to say.
You're not really supposed to call your kids dumb.
That's okay.
She told me I was lazy and worthless as a student.
Oh, well, hey, there's nothing wrong with being brutally honest.
In front of everybody, too.
Yeah.
Of
Hey,
course, yeah.
I think kids need that more nowadays. Honestly.
But whenever the whole Bethany thing happened, she really helped mediate that, because we had like 3 classes together in a row.
Mm.
Yeah, that was rough.
Brutal.
That was rough. That was a terrible last quarter of the year.
Did you guys Did you go to Baltimore or Madisonville?
Madisonville.
Madisonville? Did you guys ever have Miss Black?
Yes.
I did not.
Dude, I loved Miss Black.
Oh, she did not like me.
Bro, I was a teacher's pet in her class. I sat right next to her.
Yeah, I had my own desk in the corner. And I got that desk for the stupidest reason, too. So, we were watching a movie in there, right? Frozen. And I don't know why. And one of the lines, she says, "Why have a ballroom with no balls?"
Yo.
So I yelled out, I was like, "No balls!" And she's like, "Who said that?" By the way, Miss Black is actually black. But,
And she's old.
and she's old. And so, yeah, she's like, "Who said that?" And then this one bitch ratted me out. She's like, "It was Nick." And I'm like, "Huh?"
What?
And so yeah, that was whenever I had my own desk off to the corner by myself for the rest of the year because of that. But it was kind of nice because I don't know if she had you guys do like the states and their capitals test or not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since I was off by myself, she really didn't check me. So I would, on one side of the paper, I would write all the states and their capital out, and then I would flip the paper over. So whenever she went around to check if we were cheating, she just saw that side of it. And then I would act like I'm writing on it throughout the test, wait for somebody else to turn it in, flip it over, and hand it to her.
Okay.
And I got away with that every single week.
Smart middle schooler.
And I also had beef with her. This was after I had my chair in the corner. At the end of every class, me, one of my buddies, and this other guy who, he was the main one who did this, by the way. This was whenever Obama was like the guy, right? And I just want to say, I mean, it probably doesn't matter, but this kid was black, so I feel like what we did wasn't racist because he was black. Anyways,
So anyway, we got a rope.
so
Not racist. We had a black guy with us.
yeah, so and honestly, this is the only year that I saw this kid, like, and he was actually in our friend group, which I thought was cool because, I mean, this is like legitimately there weren't like any black kids in my grade.
Are you talking about Trey?
No, Trey was, Trey was like the only black kid in my grade.
I can't think of who the other.
Well, yeah, because this was the only year I saw him in school. His name was DeMarcus, and
He was just there 1 year.
yeah, it was my 8th grade year. And at the end of class, every single class, after we all walked out, me, Justin, and DeMarcus would peek our head in the door after everybody left and just scream as loud as we could, be like, "Obama sucks dick!" and then go sprinting down the hall.
I can see you with like your Lions mane too, just like taking off down the hall. The
Like,
balloon.
guys, this is so funny.
And she got so pissed. She's like, "Who said that?" Because she was like big Obama fan.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, there was one day I was in the hallway and she caught me in the hallway. I was like, I don't know why. I was like middle of the class. I was going down the hall and she was also in the hallway. And she's like, "I know it's you that keeps saying that after class." And I'm like, "Saying what?" He's like, "What are you talking
What are you
about?"
talking about? You mind saying what you think it is I said?
Yeah. I heard she used to throw golf balls or tennis balls a lot. She never did that in my class.
From what
because
she
I definitely
told-
would have received a lot of those.
From what she said is that she had thrown a golf ball once, and then it became a thing.
Oh.
Like Miss Hutchinson, she threw
Yeah.
a stapler at Skylar.
Oh
Went right by his head.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think she was trying to throw it at him. I think she just threw it, and it happened to go next to him. But yeah.
Yeah.
It went, dude. And I was sitting at the table with him. It was fucking scary. That thing came through. Didn't
Do
break
you-
the stapler.
Speaking of staplers, do you remember when Robbie stapled Jackson Kaburka's hand?
No.
Do you know, or was it Jackson stapled Robbie's hand? That was in 8th grade. That was in Miss Barbara's class.
I don't remember that.
One of
Barbara or bruh?
Barbara,
Okay.
the history teacher.
Yeah, I also didn't like her.
There was
I
I
right,
didn't like
you
them
right.
either.
Those two were sitting like together. They were like we had group projects or something, and you could hear them like across the room just kind of bickering back and forth. And all of a sudden you heard, "Ow!" And you look over, and one of them's he's got this. I'm pretty sure it was Robbie had the stapler on his hand at this point. He's holding it up like this, and he's like, "Jackson!" Jackson's like, "Bro, she's not in the room. Put your hand down. Put your hand down." And then I kicked. I believe it was Robbie's Gatorade bottle. Robbie had one of those like those fancy squirt Gatorade bottles, you know, like when those first came out, and they were like $30 a piece, dude. And he had one, and he was carrying it through the hallway, and we're like, in between the English section for the 8th graders, and then like the where Miss Arp and Miss Yates were, up that hallway. We're in between that way, and we're walking up there, and me and Nick are walking behind Robbie, and we're talking. Nick just leans over, and he goes, "You should kick his water bottle." I was like, "All right," and I just fucking booted that bitch. Thing goes up, hits the ceiling, the cap busts off of it, water just shoots everywhere. And I just was like, "All right, I'm getting out of here." I just turned around and went straight into Miss Vernon's class, walked in, sat down, and then as I'm sitting down, all I hear is Miss Arp in the distance. "Who did that?" I was like, "Not me."
Oh man, dude, I have so many high school stories. There's one time they did. You guys might have been in high school whenever they did this. They had us all go outside to. I guess it was technically the back of the school, where that big field was, and they did like this big scene where it was like a car crash or something. I don't know if you guys.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
That was.
Yeah. So whenever that happened, I was with some of my buddies. I was like, "This is fucking stupid," and they're like, "You won't yell it." I was like, "Okay." So I looked at the ground, I yelled at the top of my lungs, like, "This is fucking stupid!" Not realizing Mr. Harris was standing right there. He's like, "Hey, did you say that?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Yeah, you did. Come with me." I was like, "Okay." And then he said, "Go to the office." I was like, "Oh, okay." So big crowd of kids are going in through these doors, and he told, or no. Before that happened, he brought me over to the principal. I don't remember her name.
Which
Miss
one?
Tipton?
Tipton. Yeah, it was Miss Tipton. So they
No. Wasn't Miss Tipton the high school?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
was high school.
Oh, I think you said the middle school.
No, this was high school.
We had a field at the high school?
No, it was like a kind of a field. Yeah, it was like behind the school, next to the interstate or the highway. You know, there's just kind of.
You're talking about like off to the left of the
There's
school.
the staff parking
Oh.
lot, and then there's like kind
Yeah.
of a field there.
Okay,
it's right there.
okay.
So yeah, I yelled at, and he said, "Come with me." So he brought me over to the principal, and he's like, he's over here yelling curse words, and she's like, "Why are you doing that?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know." And then she's like, "Go to my office." Okay, I went to class. Dude, and I was so paranoid the whole time because I was like, dude, I felt like I was playing Siege right then. I kept hearing people walk down the hall. I was like, oh shit, they're coming for me. And then the intercom came in, and I was like, oh no, because they never asked me for my name or anything. They were just like, yeah, go to my office. And I was like, oh okay.
Okay, yeah.
I did not go to that office.
School of 1,000 people, and you don't know my name.
Yeah.
Should have gone and changed clothes with your buddies. Give me your shirt. They'll never know.
Yeah, luckily didn't get in trouble for that. I almost got kicked off the middle school property though, and this was whenever I was in high school. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you remember Mr. Davis, the tall math teacher who's actually kind of good at basketball?
Familiar. Sounds really
I know who
familiar.
you're
He was a
talking
middle
about.
school teacher, right?
Huh?
Middle school teacher?
Yeah.
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 I think
Well,
so.
there's a thing where like.
Oh, he was the creepy one.
Yeah, everybody said he only
Yeah.
got girl shirts.
Yeah.
And so we were in my truck picking up my little brothers, me and a couple of my friends, because I took my friends home after school, and we went to go pick up my brothers at the middle school. And as we're driving by him, one of my friends rolls down the window. He goes, "Mr. Pedophile!" And then we just keep driving. They call me into in high school. They call me into the office the next day, and they're like, "Did you say that to Mr. Davis?" I was like, "I didn't say anything." I was like, and in my head, I'm like, "How did you know we were talking about him?" But anyways, they're like, "Well, he can press charges on you because he's something of the county or something, alderman or something like that."
So what does that matter? What does that
Yeah,
have anything
I
to
was
do
like-
with that?
It
Yeah.
means he's in a position, and calling him that, it can be defamation of character.
Yeah, I guess.
It starts getting into political stuff.
But I was like, "Well, that wasn't me," and technically they would have had to prove that it was me, and they can't
Yeah.
do that.
And defamation like that is
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but
free
yeah,
speech.
and they're like, "Well, they were gonna kick you off the property, but they decided not to. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, which one of your friends was it? It's like, I'm not gonna tell you that. They're like, well, you need to get some better friends.
It was Ben Dover. I think I don't know where he's at right now.
I think he's in sex ed.
Yeah, our school system sucks.
It's
American
Essentially.
school system for the win.
Go
Southern American school
Tennessee
system.
education, baby.
Sequoia cleaned house shortly after we left.
Yeah, they like
Like
They
most
straight
of the
offed a
office
bunch
is
of
gone, and
teachers.
A lot of teachers are gone. Eccles is gone and Tipton are gone.
Dude,
Honestly.
we always used to call them test echoes.
yeah,
Test
we
echoes.
carried that on. We carried that on
Yep.
very proudly.
Yep.
Shrimp
And
Dick,
Test
Test
Eccles.
Eccles, and Tip Cow.
Yep.
Which, once again, out of all three of those, as much as I'd even hate to say it, I think Tipton was probably the coolest one to me.
Yeah,
Because
I think-
she had her moments where she was being actually pretty chill about some stuff.
I think she only had bad rep because she was the principal.
And she had to do her job
Yeah.
more than anything. Like,
it.
Well, the teachers didn't like her either because when she came in, which to be fair, she came in after the incident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
High school
incident.
So she had to be strict, but that's where like you weren't allowed to leave campus anymore to go get lunch, and
Mm-hmm.
you couldn't eat outside.
Yeah,
at
she
all.
wasn't really that much of an asshole about anything. Like,
And
That
that,
was-
also was around the time like Obama was in office and Michelle wanted to pass all this
Yeah.
bullshit about food at schools.
yeah.
Like, oh, it's healthier. It's like, no, this is shit.
It's
This
like
is
I'm
well,
literally
That
starving
chicken
now.
casserole was phenomenal.
I don't even care.
See, but Miss Tipton was the one who, when I was in Stanton's class in Chem 2, and I was in Chem 2 honors. Junior was when I had Chem 1 honors. That was when COVID hit, and so I got like a month of Chem 1 honors.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know shit about chemistry going into Chem 2 honors. And after like a month, I was like, yeah, fuck this. I was like, I'm not doing this. I was like,
yeah.
I give up. I made it clear to Miss Stanton. I was like, listen, I was like, if you're not going to take the time to step back and teach me, I'm not going to take the time to step back and learn. Two-way
fair
street.
enough.
Two-way street. I feel
Yeah.
like I'm being I felt like I was being fair about it. So I was like, I'm not going to disturb your class, but you're not signing me out of this class because you won't for whatever reason. So I'm going to go sit back here at the table and charge my phone. And that's what I did. And it was like another month went by of that happening. And Miss Tipton came in for like the watching the teacher.
review.
Yeah, and she came down. She came back there and sat with me and asked me. She was like, "Why are you sitting back here?" And I just told her the situation. I was like, I don't stand a chance in this class. I don't feel like I don't feel like I have a chance or any help to get through this class. She was like, "Well, if it was any earlier in the school year, I'd have got you out of here." And she was like, "I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do."
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get mad at me. Didn't get mad at Miss Stanton, which I kind of think she should have. But Miss Stanton also, I don't think she really belonged in a high school. I think she needs to be in a college, like a university or something.
Never had her.
I've never had her.
She had a very like,
I had Stevenson.
it was harsher than Torbit's
Yeah.
classes where like, because Torbit, at least in his dual credit class, was like you sink or swim in here. Like, you keep up with these notes, I'll give you guys time to write them down, but once I erase them, I'm not putting them back up here.
Yeah.
And so like, I'd be scribbling down, but she wasn't like, I'll give you time. She would write it down, and then she would be like, okay, you guys got this? One person would be like, yeah, and she's like, all right, clean slate, restart. And so like, I had like half of my notes out of like the first 2 weeks of chemistry too, and then after that I was like, yeah, I can't fucking do this.
Dude, Stevenson was one of my favorite teachers because, dude, he was a fun teacher and like you could mess with him and you would never get in trouble about it. We never.
Didn't
got
Todd get in
with
trouble once?
Todd almost got kicked out of his room.
Yeah.
Todd
He
did
did
get
for
banned
that.
from his room for a week because he kept taking. We had him for homeroom, by the way. So like, this is where it
Okay.
started. Was like he'd be out in the hallway in homeroom, and Todd would walk over and he would get on his computer and like rickroll him, or he would like
We've
he,
done that.
he would take his marker. I hotkeyed rickroll on his thing, and I left a note on the board that said press K on the computer, and like I walked out, he's walking in, and you just hear, never gonna give you. I was like, no. But Todd kept taking his expo markers, and he would just take them and get a piece of tape and tape it somewhere where he would never look. Like he'd tape it under the desk, or he would tape it like you know how the labs that were on the side of the room, they had that trim that ran across.
Yeah.
He would take the black one and stick it on there and then tape it there. And so like, unless you like stopped and really looked at it, you're not seeing the expo marker. Well, one day after he'd been told like 6 times to stop doing this, he took every single expo marker out of the room. He went through all of Stevenson's drawers, like found 2 boxes of expo markers, made a stack of 7 foot tall of expo marker, and taped it to the back of the emergency shower.
Oh,
And
man.
it stayed back there for like 3 days. And
Dude, poor
Stevenson, like, because he'd let us come in there and eat lunch in his room, because I like, at that point, I just couldn't stand being in the cafeteria.
Mhm.
And we were in there, and he was like, all right, look, I know one of you 2 did this, and if you guys don't tell me where they are, neither of you are going to be allowed to come back in here for lunch. And I was like, this guy right here, he's got your answers. And Todd looked at me, I was like, Todd, just give him his markers back.
Fucking markers.
And he just walks over to the emergency shower. He's like defeated, pulling the tape off. And Stevenson's like looking at it like, seriously? The whole time? All of his expo markers were there.
Dude, we would cover his computer monitor in sticky notes, and we also Rick rolled him, and dude, we always played Kahoot in there, and there's a guy in my class, and his last name was Dixon. Whenever he joined, he would name himself Dixon Butts. He's like, who is that? One of my other buddies named himself Toast Malone. He's like, guys, use your names.
He said, come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah, we would just do dumb stuff in there, and he wouldn't ever get us in trouble at all.
Todd put tape on the projector lens once too. That was good, because that one took like 2 days for him to figure it out. He was like, "What is wrong with my projector?" He was like, "It was working fine this morning." Hearing him in the next room over in Stanton's class, it's like, "Grrr!" You hear the yardstick beating on the wall.
Dude, he's the only teacher that I've played Call of Duty with. Dude, we played no, it was Battlefield. Where was it? I think it was
Battlefield
Battlefield 4.
Was it 4 or 1? I played 1 with him.
Oh, maybe it was 1. I don't remember what it was. We played a game together, but he was like, yeah, I don't have a mic. He said, I can't talk. I'm like, oh, man. We only did it one time because he's like, yeah, I don't have internet at my house. I had to go to my friend's house to play. But I was like, dude, that is legendary that I got to play whatever game it was, Call of Duty or I think it might have been called. No, it had to be Battlefield. Call of Duty didn't have a shovel because I remember.
That's Battlefield 1.
Yeah, I was running around with a shovel hitting people. With
Yeah, that's Battlefield 1. You get the little trench shovel and you're just
Yep.
running around with it like a maniac.
Yep. And I was like, yeah, this is the only time I'll ever get to play a video game with a teacher.
I gotta urinate, so.
Was it? Oh, wow. 5-minute break. Starting now.
Oh, give me a foot rest. Oh, my time with Stevie Boy got cut short. Because that was my Corona year.
Oh.
I had him at the last end of the semester or whatever at the year. So I was in his class for like 2 months and then COVID.
Yeah, that sucks.
That
I'm
was
glad I
horrible.
wasn't in school during COVID.
But I also had Miss George and I got to skip that. I didn't like
Yeah,
it.
I heard she wasn't a fun teacher to have.
Honestly, she was like, she wasn't that bad. She was pretty nice. But that kind of irritated me. Because she'd be like, good morning, sweeties.
Oh. Was it like, obviously fake?
Yeah.
Niceness?
But then it was like, I have horrible arthritis and my husband is dying. Blah, blah, like that kind of stuff. And it's always going to be a good day. And that really got to me. And then one day she pulled me, I came in, I got a 3. Let's put it that way. At the end of the year, I had a 3.
So you didn't do anything?
I didn't do anything. No.
I'm not. Actually, there was a lot of people I knew that had like abnormally low grades in her class.
Do you know what happens? IXLs for one. She
Yeah.
just overloads them on that. And then you have a daily assignment. And then you have homework. And then you have the IXLs and tests and other stuff too. Plus, I failed her class in 1 week. The next year, I took credit recovery.
Oh yeah.
1 week and I was done.
Yeah, I had a friend who was going to drop out, who dropped out of school, and they were like begging him to come back, and they're like, because he dropped out, he was already, he had a late birthday, so he was already like basically a year older for that, and then also he was held back a year, so he was like 18 or sophomore year.
Oh shoot!
So yeah, so he dropped out, and then they were like begging him to come back, and they're like, "Will you just come back and do credit recovery for 6 months?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll do that." So he came back and did 3 years of high school in 6 months in credit recovery.
So ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
It's easy, and then I got to pick whatever class I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wanted weightlifting, And they're like, well, our only weightlifting class is a freshman class.
Oh,
I was like,
that's lame.
hell yeah, let me go. So yeah, well there was sophomores too, but it was mostly a freshman class.
Yeah.
So then I was squatting, and everyone's like, whoa, that's a lot of weight. It made me feel a lot better.
Definitely. All the freshmen looking up to you.
Bro, I was squatting 350, and one of the girls was literally just back there staring at me. And I was like, oh god, if only you weren't so young.
Yeah, apparently my friend, he also the teacher that was doing the credit recovery. He's like, yeah, if we would ask for help with something, they would just walk over and give us the answers. I was like, oh, well, that makes it a lot easier.
It was Mr. Trout. That's who I had for credit recovery.
He had Miss Stamey.
I'm trying to even remember who Stamey was.
She was kind of a MILF of a teacher,
Was she?
a little bit.
Did she have big hair?
I think so. She was short with really
She was
wide
right
hips.
next to Miss. Was she next to Stevenson's room?
No.
Or no, because it was Smith. Because it was
She either-
Borden, Miss George,
No, she was on the other side of the
someone,
building.
and
She was on the other side of the building. She always did like
Maybe that
computer
was Stan.
classes or financial or credit recovery. She did the easy classes.
very subtle back there. He's got it tucked behind his back, just spinning.
To those of you who can hear that and not know what he's doing, he's prepping the guns for us. Alright, you've only got a minute left.
Do you feel lucky, punk? You would have been lucky.
He was wincing up and it never even shot.
It's the anticipation.
Yeah,
That's what it is. It's like, I know it's not going to hurt. But it's the
It
thought
stings
of...
a little bit. Just a little.
If you do it in the head, it hurts.
Yeah, it
not
does.
hurt, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You can feel it for sure.
You know you got shot.
Oh, yeah. And it almost looks like, it might just be decoration, but it almost looks like you could put something down here.
I'm not sure what you would put. Laser sight
Yeah.
on my Nerf gun.
Flashlight.
Yeah. Oh, a
Maybe
grip.
a grip. That would, but then...
Let's play charades.
Ooh, I like that idea. How many guesses do we get? Or is it just me and you have to guess it until...
5 guesses? Do
5
each of us get 5, or how are we doing? Or is it me against him?
No, it's me against... Yeah, it's
okay,
me
okay,
against you.
okay. Only gestures. No typing. You can speak now, by the way.
Okay, can I use like? Kind of defeats the points of charades. Can I use like multiple words, or does it have to be one word?
Ideally one word.
Okay.
Or
Unless
like
it's
2
like-
words that are meant to be together.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, he's laying on the ground. He's up. He's surfing. Is he a surfer? Yeah.
Okay.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn. I guess that means I get shot.
So
Nick,
what do we do now?
you're up.
No, I do it.
Yep.
I gotta think of a word. Okay, okay.
Is it fuse charge? No. Oh, what's it? The 9? What was the thing that
Is
you
this
talked
a
about
siege
earlier?
thing?
No? Oh, then I
Okay.
have no idea. Fireworks?
I have a hint I could give, but it would make it really obvious. Or make it kind of obvious.
You're not supposed to be talking, by the way.
I didn't give any hints.
No, but you're not supposed to be talking.
Explosion. Explosive.
It's not firework? Mortar?
Missile.
Hmm?
Missile. Oh, is it a volcano?
Yes.
Okay.
This was. I had to think about this. So I was like, what the.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
Volcano
Okay, well,
explodes lava. Oh, alright, James.
You think I would have thought of one by now? Since I had that time.
Any word.
Any word.
So, he's not in the camera frame, but he's sitting doggy style. Is he a dog? He's just moving in doggy style.
Slave.
He kind of got up on twos. Is he a gorilla?
Okay. Okay.
So I was specifically doing fists. Do they walk like feet and hands, or is it?
I'm not sure, honestly.
It's on knuckles, ain't it? I thought that.
It's-
Yeah,
I know
I
they
think
walk
it's
on their
knuckles and
knuckles.
feet.
And feet?
Yeah, it's
Because
feet.
they have really long arms and really short legs.
Okay.
All right, Peter.
I'm just gonna get ready.
Oh my god, I gotta think of something good. Like,
Okay. Looks like he's looking down a what do they call those things?
It's a spyglass.
It's a spyglass. Is he a pirate? Captain?
General.
Go back to the pirate.
It's something to do with with a guy on a boat. But who on the boat? The guy in the crow's nest? An observer? I don't know what that is.
Observer, spy. I feel like it's the map guy, but I don't know what he's called.
Pulling something out of the water. Then
It's
moving
something to
the
do with
ship.
pirates, but
Something to do with a boat. Not necessarily pirates.
oh,
but
okay, it's the boat, not the
It's
pirates.
pulling the anchor up and it's moving a boat, but I don't know. Departing. I don't know what.
I don't know. All I could think of was the captain, because he's
It's one word.
yeah.
Yeah. Voyage. I don't know what I'm.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a really specific word.
That's why I don't. Run it back.
The boat?
Yeah.
The voyage. The voyage. A small voyage? From one place to the other. The voyage. That's close. Okay.
Journey.
What's another word
Adventure. Adventure rope.
for a sailboat? Sail.
there you go.
Oh, just sail?
Yeah.
Oh.
Set sail.
Oh, okay.
I feel like
So
there
I was
was
like trying to pull up the anchor. It's like, sails away.
I never would have guessed that. So.
Oh.
Dang.
Wait, does that mean
Now
5
he
minutes of
has to be the
silence?
charade.
Now you're the charader.
No.
You got 5 minutes.
It's like a way to say traitor. You're the charade.
Set a timer for 5 minutes. So are we agreeing on the punch in the face thing, or?
He's got a gun. He's a siege operator.
Rainbow Six Siege. Oh, he's actually.
Yeah. It's Blackbeard.
We can't do Siege. He knows it too good. You're the permanent charade. I gotta shoot myself, but this is gonna suck if one of us can't talk during charades.
Was that it? Alright, both of you can't talk. How's that gonna work? Group charade. You can only charade together. Both of you are talking? Both of you not talking? Podcast? Conversation? Do you guys know? Are you guys on the same page? Big? Small? Big? Hand-sized? Wait. C? O? Close? I don't know where he's going with that. A? Okay. ACN?
Can I just say it? The thing. I think he's asking if we're allowed to talk to each other to figure out what we're doing.
Oh! Sure.
Or is that cheating because of that? Okay.
So we're just trying to figure out what the other person's like.
You guys should step forward and move the chairs out of the way so you're on the frame. Okay. Are we doing siege again? Flank? Caveira? Is it siege related? Kind of. First person shooter related. Yes, first person shooter. Is it a specific game? I don't know. All I can think of is flanking somebody. He shoots you in the back. Back shots? No, he's dead. You shot him in the back. Is that related? He was trying to leave. He has a gun. He's running. Running back. No, stop. You. Shooting. So he's shooting at somebody. Is the word to somebody? At you? Is it him or you that I'm guessing? You. You were flanking him? You're... Is it a specific character?
Don't think siege so much. More general.
Yeah, because that's a specific character. Is it a shooting? Is it a game? No. And he's shooting. He just keeps shooting. He's peeking. But I'm supposed to be guessing him. Am I being dumb or are you guys not doing this well?
I think we're doing it pretty good.
That's kind of a specific.
Really
It's
specific.
a term.
A very specific term.
I'm shooting somebody here.
Looks like back shots to me.
Third partying.
Oh.
Because he was shooting
Yeah,
at
I would've
someone
never
else, and
guessed
I
that.
was.
I would have never guessed that.
I was shooting one guy and I was paying attention to that, and then he came up behind me while I was shooting and he shot me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a
Okay,
great. We can do
one.
better than that. We can do
I
better.
don't know what to do. That was the first thing I thought of as a concept.
When you run out of content. Okay.
Can we make sound effects?
Are you guys driving cars? You're racing?
Well, okay, he
Yeah.
got it. That was pretty easy.
Oh, okay.
Are we allowed to make sound effects? I can't remember.
I mean,
I feel like that'd
I
make it too easy.
I don't think so.
Nicholas, see you give us a good one.
Yeah.
A good, like a difficult one, or
I think. Oh well, you still have 6 seconds. But
like a difficult one, or somewhat difficult. A good one. A good one.
Good one. Yeah, it doesn't have to be hard, but I want a good one. Like, I want to look at that, and when I hear what it is, I want to go,
That makes sense.
that's obvious.
Okay.
It's tricky. So he's operating a crane, or an excavator, bulldozer, heavy machinery of some kind. Lawnmower. 0 turn. Okay. Okay. That helped a lot.
yeah, the spin kind of gave it away.
Oh, those things are so much fun.
They are.
I've got
He
a
said-
3-wheel one.
I can't wait to have grass to mow.
Such a dad. Have you seen my little lawnmower
No.
at any point? It's a 3-wheel.
Wait, the old one? That was at the cabin?
Yeah, that little red
Yeah,
one that's
yeah.
got 3 wheels on it.
Yeah.
Chick magnet. One for
Chick magnet.
0 turn. Oh, did we drive it around? Did you get to see that?
I think no, you guys were working on it when I was there. It was just you and Todd after a night of drinking. It was in the morning.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Did I tell you how it goes backwards?
I don't think so.
Guess how it goes backwards, Nick.
Huh? How? You turn the wheel
You
around?
turn the wheel all the way around. The wheel only goes one direction.
That's hilarious.
I love that thing. I need to get it out of the cabin. Because we were going to work on it, but I knew it wasn't going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I had hope. So now it's just been sitting there and nobody's touched it. So if it's going to
You
just
ordered
sit there, it's going to sit there at my house.
Working
might
on
as well.
something with Todd is 90% you doing the work and 10% hoping Todd actually holds the fucking hood up. He straight dropped. We were working on the Maximo, and he straight dropped the hood on Cole's head.
What?
Yeah, he was like,
Oh, I'd be pissed.
he was. Luckily, the Maximo hood is like stupid light, like it's like dumb light, and I caught it, so it didn't hit Cole that hard. I got to absorb most of it, but like he was standing there, and he's standing there like leaned against the car, like standing like this, and it's just leaning on his shoulder. Like I have no idea how he even dropped it.
What?
And it, like I seen it falling, and I just stuck my hands underneath it, like just instinctually, and it's like basically on Cole's head at that point. And Cole was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Todd. So appreciated. I'm glad you're holding that up for me."
I'd be pissed.
I said, because Cole came back over to help me work on that car, and I took a fucking stick. And I stuck it in the lock thing, and then up in the hole. And I took a picture of it. I was like, "Look, Todd, the stick's doing a better job than you." And then sent him another one like 2 hours later. Imagine being replaced by a literal stick.
Oh man.
Poor
Todd's
Todd.
a character.
Todd
Does
is
he
a
still work
character.
at the auto parts store?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually just hooked me up on that CD axle. He got me like 40% off. So
That's pretty sick.
as much as
That's why it's good to know people.
as much as Todd aggravates me, I do still love him.
That's why it's good to know people and be good to them. Never know when someone can help you out.
You just think Todd would start being good to people at some point.
Well, that would make too much sense.
He's
He gets-
really not that bad.
One person gets one good thing from Todd a year
That's
in a fiscal 365 days.
we don't count leap years.
No.
Todd doesn't do anything good. On
No,
it.
that's like that cuts that one in half.
this
to
year was
split.
leap year.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
it was an
2024.
election year.
Oh, I didn't realize that. That's
Leap
pretty
years
cool.
line up with election years. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
That means this year has one extra day in it.
Well, we already passed that extra day. So
We did a long time ago. Start of the year. I didn't even realize it.
You were a little slow on that one.
So your microphone, is it a condenser mic like this one, like it's got the power box and everything, or no? No.
No, it's just a gaming mic.
Okay.
We can try it out and see if it works.
Because next week we're probably not gonna have this.
Yeah, I can bring it over if we want to try it out and see how well
Yeah.
it'll do. If we decide we don't like it, it's not going to hurt my feelings.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, we'll just go back to the phone mic.
I think it's got pretty good audio, and I think it's really
It's
good.
probably better than the phone.
It picks up voices pretty well. Like you guys hear Emily talking, and like the show. That's why I have to turn off the TV every time I play.
So it just
It's
picks up
'cause, like,
everything.
Any voice,
Okay.
any specific voice that's speaking words, it will pick that up. But like a dog barking, unless it's like Blackbeard standing right next to me barking,
Yeah.
it typically doesn't pick it up. It doesn't pick up like ambient music or anything like that, which is really nice.
Yeah, it is.
I love not having to worry about that because my last mic was so bad about that.
Mine is really bad about that.
You'd hear
Like me and whenever Cheese is here and we're in the same room, like people hear us through each other's mics.
so for me it was Bluey, the theme.
Oh.
And like
from
everybody
Shiloh.
would be able to hear it through my mic, yeah, because Shiloh would be blasting at like 60 volume and the TV 3 feet away from my computer.
My jacket test.
Bluey! Oh, that's the 82nd one today.
Honestly, though, great show. Terrific show.
For a kid show today, yeah.
I don't know if I've ever sat down and watched it.
It's worth watching a couple episodes, I think. Because
They-
they're also like 8
I've
minute
seen
episodes.
it a little bit because Donovan's daughter watches it a lot, so I've seen it a little bit, but not like. I don't pay
Obviously-
attention to it.
For adult shows, it's not whatever.
Yeah.
But for little kids, it's so much better than SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Dora the Explorer, Go Diego Go, which I loved them as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
They were kind of dumb.
Yeah, I wasn't much of a SpongeBob kid.
I just can't stand Paw Patrol. Cannot fucking like.
Dude, I miss Tough Puppy. That was my show.
Tough puppy,
Dude,
puppy.
Paw Patrol, like, just hearing that theme song gets me like halfway nauseous from how many
I
times
don't
I've
think
heard
I've ever
it.
really watched that one either.
That
I think that one came after.
Is
my
that the
cartoon
Paw
time.
Patrol? Paw
Patrol.
Patrol.
be there on the double.
Ooh, or
Danny Phantom.
why can I not think of it? Wonder Pets.
Yeah.
Wonder Pets, we're on our way to help a little animal and save the day. We're not too big and we're not too tough, but when we work together, Yay!
Oh wow.
That's a good
There's
one.
more to it too, but yeah.
That's a good one.
Danny Phantom, Kim Possible. I watched
those a little bit.
Fairly Odd Parents was one that we
I watched
that
a lot
was
of Fairly
ama-
Odd
Yeah, that
Parents.
was
a
amazing.
lot of Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah.
Poor Timmy, bro. Timmy got a basketball chucked at his head every day getting off of the school bus.
You guys know the Fairly Odd Parents theme song? And which
used
you know
to.
what part I'm talking
I
about.
used to.
I'm assuming.
Oh, you're talking about obtuse rubber goose green snake or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know what order it goes in.
Something chocolate chocolate
Yeah,
cake or
large
chocolate
fries,
shake.
chocolate shake.
Obtuse rubber goose, green moose, guava juice, giant snake birthday cake, large fries, chocolate shake.
Yeah, see this guy over here.
Dude, I love the themes. I can sing all of them.
Odd parents,
Fairly Odd Parents. Well, okay, I don't know what that last part is.
Is it? You got it. Is it
Adventure?
framed in you and me, maybe?
I don't know. That part I don't know.
I liked regular show's intro theme.
Boom. Intro.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the regular show was my show.
It was so intense, like, for no reason. Hey, Mordecai Rigby, I need you to take out the garbage. Literally 6 minutes later in the
Okay,
episode.
at the end it says, "Odd parents, fairly odd parents. It flips your lid when you're a kid with fairly odd parents." Yeah, right.
You're a kid when you
It flips
put
your lid when you're
you're
a
a
kid.
kid.
I never would
Fairly
have
odd.
guessed that.
Yeah,
in
I
a
didn't never
million
heard
years.
that.
All right. Timmy is an average kid that
No one understands.
Mom and Dad and Vicky always giving him commands.
Twerk.
Doom and
Gloom up in his room.
is broken
Instantly.
instantly.
He's got
Buy
magic little.
fish. Wait, by his magic
Magic
little
little
fish,
fish
who grant his
every
every wish.
wish.
Cause in reality, they're his
Odd parents, fairly odd parents, wands and wings, floaty crowny things. It's odd parents, fairly odd parents.
Real mod, pea pod, buff bod, hot rod.
What?
Yeah, that's the first part of that.
Yeah, and then they go, yeah, like, fairly odd parents, really mod, pea pod, buff bod, hot rod, obtuse rubber goose, green moose, guava juice, giant snake, birthday cake, large fries, chocolate shake.
Oh, I forgot. I didn't know there was that first little bit.
Yeah,
Damn. That's such a good one.
that was. Yeah, honestly, I like regular show was like everything that a cartoon's not supposed to be,
Yeah,
but it worked out.
Regular
it was
show. It was
so
everything
great.
There
but-
was no catchy intro song.
no,
There was no. They were cartoon characters, but like not
very
really.
non-typical.
Yeah,
cartoon
they're like
characters.
serious cartoon characters.
Yeah, like the drawing style,
Yeah.
I guess, was like
Yeah.
because most kid shows too were like really colorful, they're really vibrant. Regular show was like a really pastel and a really like kind of a color
Bland.
death. Yeah, so you're sitting there looking at it and you're just like this is so serious. And then, like I said, Mordecai Rigby, I need you to take out the garbage. 6 minutes later, why are you rap battling Adolf Hitler?
Oh
They're
man.
like, Benson, you don't understand. We gotta get Skips.
Oh.
Well, they even did a whole thing where they summarized it perfectly. There was the horse, and he's like, Benson, I know everything we've done seems ridiculous, but this is as honest as I can be. That horse in there came from outer space, and he needs to pass a U.S. history test, or the world will blow up.
That's
That's
regular
What?
show in a box.
What?
That's regular show.
Yeah,
in a
that's basically like the best line that they
And
could
it's like,
nutshell that.
as
with.
nonchalant as possible.
box. Yeah.
This horse has to pass the U.S. history test. Oh,
Honestly, probably top cartoon of all time.
it's up there for sure.
I'm gonna
Personally,
give it
I don't
like
know if I can put any of them above that.
I don't know.
There's
of-
for different reasons. Like, what are you
Overall,
going? Like overall,
cartoon. If you're gonna watch it,
just entertaining.
if you're gonna watch it today,
yeah,
it might be top 5, but it would be number 5.
yeah.
Top 10 for sure.
I'd have
So
to
what,
at
what
least
is
be
your
number
top
2.
cartoon you would watch today?
I really like Danny Phantom.
Danny Phantom.
I love Danny Phantom. I like the story throughout it, and I feel like there's good character progression.
Honestly, I didn't watch it enough to know it that well.
I also really liked Adventure Time.
I didn't really watch it. Honestly, my parents heard one commercial where he goes, "Go nuts, go nuts, go nuts," like there's bugs in your butts, and then my parents are like, "Don't watch that."
That
Yeah, Adventure Time had like a lot of questionable lines that you were like, is that an innuendo for something?
And then I did watch like a couple episodes, and I was like, nah, I don't like this.
Amazing World of Gumball.
Amazing
honestly,
World of
that was a
Gumball
good
and
one.
regular
that
show
one
are
has
top two
that
for
one's
me.
probably right above regular. I think I like it just a little bit more.
There's just so many good like
There's so
sly
regular show's
lines.
great, but a lot of it is more obvious. Amazing World of Gumball has so many things that if you're not paying attention, you're gonna miss it, and it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, they got a lot of sly humor in there that you don't catch.
Yo, if you guys made it this far in the podcast, comment if you were to watch a cartoon today. Comment what your cartoon is you would watch.
Do you
'Cause I'm
count?
actually curious what other people would think about it too.
Do you count adult cartoons as well,
What do you mean?
like Simpsons, Family Guy? Because to me, those are kind of like on a
I'd
different
say we should
level.
probably keep it like 14 plus to clarify. I mean 14 under to clarify.
14 is regular show 14?
Well, technically, Simpsons is PG, depending on the episode.
That's true.
But honestly, the Simpsons really aren't that.
Yeah, that's not
Let's
much
say
of an.
new age cartoons.
New age. What are new age cartoons?
Well, like I
I
said,
would
does
say,
that
like-
include?
Okay, any cartoon that started past 2010.
Then it's got to be regular show and Amazing World of Gumball for me.
because Chatter was before that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like 2008.
Misadventures of Flapjack.
Yeah, that was.
That one was creepy. I
yeah,
like
that
That
one
was a creepy
really
show.
creepy. That one and Courage the Cowardly Dog were both kind of creepy.
Ah, okay. Courage the Cowardly Dog was a pretty good show though.
It was. It was pretty funny.
Oh, okay. So regular show actually first aired in 2010. That's the
So-
first
Okay.
episode.
Well, shoot, what other shows do we have then? Because all I can think of is Teen Titans Go, Amazing World of Gumball, Adventure Time, regular show. That's all I got that I can think of. Oh, We Bare Bears. I don't know if you guys ever watched that.
That one wasn't
that,
too bad.
Yeah, that one was alright.
Not my favorite, but not my least.
Okay, so I don't know who it is ranking this, but all cartoons of 2010s. We got Adventure Time, which started in 2010. Regular Show 2010. Amazing World of Gumball was 2011. We Bare Bears 2014. Steven Universe.
Oh, honestly,
Steven Universe is pretty good.
it
Forgot about
was,
Steven.
and then it got really gay.
It was
at the
alright,
end.
yeah. I would say that's like a mid tier.
Got real.
Clarence, that one's weird.
Uncle Grandpa.
That's the
God,
next one.
Yeah, you said
Honestly,
Clarence,
I
and I
kind of
remembered
like
it.
Uncle Grandpa.
It was
It
dumb.
was just so random.
It was like you didn't watch it going, oh, this is very well written.
Yeah.
No.
Billy Bag!
Giant realistic flying tiger.
That was their version of the Nine Cat.
It was just a cut like a PNG of a tiger,
Over the
a
garden.
realistic looking tiger, and it would just fly with a rainbow shooting out of its butt.
Oh, okay.
Over the Garden Wall. Never heard of that.
I've heard of it. I've never watched
Teen
it.
Titans Go. Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom was on. If that's the one I'm thinking of, it had some pretty good. Hold on.
Planet Sheen.
Oh, my face.
Fanboy and Chum Chum.
No, Planet Sheen was not 2010. That's
no,
a
this
lie.
is it's yeah. It says from 2010 to 2013.
No way. Planet Sheen is oh so funky.
I don't think I've watched that.
Planet Sheen.
You were looking
Oh,
something up.
yes, thank you.
There's Fanboy and Chum Chum started in 2009. Tough Puppy started in 2010.
I didn't care for Fanboy and Chum Chum.
Sanjay and Craig.
Hold on.
That
Just-
one's alright.
Real quick, this is Sonic Boom.
Not me.
How did we forget about this one?
Which one?
Gravity Falls.
That's a
good
banger.
one. That's a good
That
one.
is a banger.
Honestly, that and regular show are prime. Well,
See, I didn't watch Gravity Falls, so I was.
I know this is hard for the people to see, but
Not me. I
They
slept
can.
like a baby last night.
Okay, so this is Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Washed up on the beach.
This wall tastes like dirt.
what? I can. If you send me this link, I can play this on the computer
Oh.
so I can watch it
or you could just look it up too. Just Sonic Boom out of context.
on YouTube.
Yeah. If you click any of them, it's amazing. One of them's with Eggman.
Some of the Eggman ones are
Oh,
very
actually,
funny.
it's
I'm not
probably
gonna.
gonna get copyright.
I mean, do we really care?
I'd rather avoid a strike on the channel if I can.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
Dude, but
I mean, we did sing theme songs to multiple.
You can sing things, but you can't play the actual content.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I thought you weren't.
That's lame.
Yeah, but dude, Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls is probably number 2 for me.
I never
Because-
watched Gravity Falls the whole way through. Like, I know what happens.
Dude, I hate
But-
that it ended on such a cliffhanger. Like it, I don't.
And
Remember,
ended with them going back, didn't it?
I don't remember. I don't remember how it ended, honestly. I just remember it was a weird cliffhanger where it just played this, like, it just played the forest with music. But I would say Gravity Falls under regular show only because I feel like Gravity Falls had some episodes that like weren't so great, and I feel like I could enjoy watching any of the regular show episodes.
There was one episode of regular show for me that, like, when it was a kid, honestly, I did have nightmares about it. It was the nightmare episode where Muscle Man was sleep fighting.
Dude, that one was so funny.
The little ping things, dude, those things freaked me out when I was a kid. I was like, what the fuck is that? If it's scaring Muscle Man, I mean...
That episode where he got skinned or turned inside out, that one got me. I'm not gonna lie, that scared me as a kid. That shows.
Oh, there's Rick and Morty. Do we count that?
Well, Rick and Morty's an adult show.
Yeah, that's
what
an
I mean.
adult
That's,
show.
if we're going adult shows, Rick and Morty or South Park would be a tough call for me.
See,
I might have
Just
to.
Yeah,
because
that's-
I know Rick and Morty better, I have to go with Rick and Morty.
see, South Park, I think, has, like, a lot broader of a sense of humor.
Yeah.
But Rick and Morty is geared towards, like, one
It's
group
geared
of
toward-
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Young adults / teenagers.
Yeah, and it has got, like, a really good... Oh my god, Rick, I can't believe you've just done this! You're like, the fuck just happened? You look over and it's a spaghetti made of human remains, and you're like, what the fuck? But then South Park's like...
Old people like South Park, too.
My thing
Yeah.
with Rick and Morty is if I'm if I'm binge watching, the first 3 seasons I'm laughing pretty good, and then it dies down pretty
It
good.
does,
because
yeah.
it's very similar.
Yeah,
South Park.
But
I
they
will.
also change. I wonder if that's
Mixes
because
it up.
they changed the platform they're on. I wonder if that had something to do with it.
See, something
Maybe.
that got me
I don't
with
know.
Rick and Morty was like how like you said, like 1 through 3, 1 through 4 was just great. It was hilarious. And then like once we got into season 5, like things just got really depressing.
Yeah.
For like 2
Yeah,
seasons,
that
it was just like
whenever- the ending with like, was it the mom
Rick
didn't
crying.
like Rick anymore or whatever?
Well, because one of them was the clone, and then they tried to run
Yeah.
away, and then Rick got sent to prison, and
He was just like really depressed.
the Citadel got destroyed.
that was cool.
That was, but like you're just like, yo, what the fuck? And then how do you know that Rick is the Rick
Mm-hmm.
that you've been watching, or is it just some random Rick?
Yeah.
Or is it a robot?
Or is it actually Evil Morty in a Rick costume?
Rick and yeah, that's gone crazy. Now Evil Morty's broken the finite curve. I am excited for. Don't get me wrong. When the next season comes out, I'm watching it.
Didn't they
Is-
stop with Rick and Morty? I thought they were doing the anime thing.
I don't know. I know they're doing the anime, but I didn't think that was.
Are they airing another season of Rick and Morty, or is it just the anime now?
Is the anime actually different than
There
the
are
show?
7 seasons to Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Are they airing more?
The 8th season was delayed due to the 5 months WGA strike, which delayed production.
Okay, so there
So they are doing
will
it.
be another season. Okay. Season 7 wasn't that bad. I thought season 7 was pretty
I
alright.
haven't watched. I think I watched some of season 4, and I haven't watched anything past that.
Is season 7 the one with the dinosaurs?
The first one was, the first episode was like, I think that was when Space Beth and Real Clone Beth or Real Beth, whichever one, met each other for the first time.
Oh
And-
wait, maybe I did watch that then.
Then they hooked up,
Whoa, okay. I didn't
Yeah.
remember that part.
and then the Juriki thing. I am Juriki.
Yeah, I'm all confused now. I don't
Jerry
know what
and
I
Rick
watched.
fused for a bit.
See, I remember Space Beth and regular Beth meeting each other. I don't remember them hooking up. I thought that's whenever Rick got depressed. Was after that. Because that's when they didn't know which the real Rick was. 'Cause they're
Well-
like, oh, well, you made a clone of Bethany. How do we know you're not a clone?
They did that whole thing where they were trying to figure out who the clone was, and Rick made himself forget. And at the end, it showed that he didn't even know who it was.
Yeah, and he had the memory and was about to. He was like, "Who wants to see who the real one is?" And everyone was like,
no, we're
"No,
good. We don't need this.
yeah, we're happy the way we are."
And then he watches it, and it shows that he gets drunk, starts crying, like in the memory, starts crying, and he hits a button, and the tanks are just getting split. So
Oh.
there's no way to know who
He
the real
he
one
really
is.
did not know which one
Yeah.
was the real one.
Yeah.
And then he spun the wall around and he's like, "Well, it's
I
just
really
you
am
and
a-
me, bird person."
Phoenix
Yeah,
Man.
and that's when he got depressed, right?
He was already depressed.
Yeah, that was like
I thought that was like when it really turned. Though.
The first time I really noticed it hit hard was with Unity. The planet that took, or the alien that took over the planet and was controlling all the people. And he's like, I don't need to be judged. I just need a yes or no. Can you do a giraffe?
I don't remember that.
With all the blue people?
I don't know. I could just be having a bad memory right now.
And then Unity breaks control and it turns out that they're racist over the differences in their nipples. Because there's like the cone nipples and then the regular nipples or something.
I remember which season was it? It started off with them eating the faces. Do you remember that? The little monsters that like attach to people's faces.
That
Yeah,
was
it was
season-
the big one right here with an eye and then it...
Yeah.
Glory to glory.
That was season 5, wasn't it?
Glory for me.
yeah, that was season
I think
5
so.
if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, that was the last. I saw the beginning
was
of
the
that
other
one.
one.
That's the last one that I saw.
Oh.
And I definitely
You're
saw the
missing
two
out then.
Beths meet each other.
Well, that's season 7.
No,
Or
I
6.
saw them meet.
It's 6 or 7. It's later on. I'm pretty sure.
Unless there's multiple episodes like that. Because I know the first episode of season 7 has both Beths in it.
Maybe they meet earlier but don't do it until later. I don't know.
This says Beth meets Space Beth in 2020, but when is?
Yeah,
What season was 2020?
yeah, I was supposed to say, that doesn't tell me much.
'2020 was season 4.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was
So
at
when
the
did
end
they
of
do it?
season 4.
When do they...
Well, I don't know.
Can you look up season 7 episode
Can
1?
you look up that scene where they're having sex?
And the Bethetic twin stink, Beth and Space Beth form a bond during Thanksgiving and later hook up. This was from season 6. So that was 2 seasons after they met.
It was both.
2 seasons after they met. Okay.
Yeah, that was season 6.
I was thinking it was like right away too. Oh, that whole experience was cringy.
I'm glad I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was. Because then Jerry finds out and gets mad about it. I approve of this. I don't approve of your approving. Well, I approve if you're not approving of this. I approve. Show's interesting.
To say the least.
It's a good one. Honestly, Family Guy's not that good of a show.
Yeah, I think Family Guy and American Dad are overrated.
It's just,
Whoa.
I don't know about overrated, but it is kind of like redundant after a while. The humor kind of repeats itself.
American Dad's a good one.
I'm not saying it's not
No.
good,
I know what you mean.
but I'm saying it's not as good as people make it out to be.
I would put
American
American
Dad
Dad
has
above
a sense of humor that was more geared towards more intelligent people, like who understood like more in-depth jokes, willing to watch it and get the joke out of. Family Guy is just like dumb, blunt humor, like the chicken fights going on for 6 minutes straight.
I hated the chicken fight. I know people loved them. I thought it was no.
And too much.
Way
They did
too
it
much.
Or like any of their bits, like they had a
They
lot of
overdo
bits
'em.
that just like drug on for like the bit would just go on for 4 minutes, and you're like, okay, is this still a joke or like is this just Family
See,
Guy?
then
now?
I feel like Simpsons and South Park is a mixture of both of those. Like they do have some upfront stupid jokes, but at the same time, there's a lot of like in-depth things, like world events. If you don't know what's going on in the world, it doesn't
See,
make
that's why I
sense.
like Futurama, because it's kind of got a good variety
That
of
might be my
everything.
favorite. I have to take it back. No, Futurama pre-Hulu.
Yeah, pre-Hulu. No, I don't
I
know.
haven't really
The
watched Futurama.
Season
the
11.
Pose Hulu thing is kind of funny just because of how much they suck Hulu's dick in the process. You're like, oh, and like it's just on every, like literally as the intro starts, because
Yeah.
they would fly past it and say Futurama. The F and the T spin around to be a H and an L, so it's Hulu Rama now.
I hear you, but my thing is after Hulu, because they ended the story, and I think they wrapped it up really nicely. And then
Yeah.
Hulu came back and they just ruined it all.
Yeah, I don't like whenever they do that.
Did you guys hear that regular shows making a comeback?
Is it actually?
Is it going to be like an after thing where
Yeah,
it's
is
like
it gonna
on
be
kids or
good,
something?
though?
Or?
'Cause a lot
I
of
think
times that
it's-
stuff sucks.
I think they're spreading it out to include different characters from the universe.
But see, nobody cares about the random characters.
Regular show is coming back after ending in 2018. It was announced in June 2024 that we'll be getting a new series from Warner Brothers Animation, Cartoon Network, and Hanna-Barbera Studios.
Hanna-Barbera.
I don't know who that is, but props to her.
Hanna-Barbera.
That was something they never did with regular show. And, like, they had a great marketing opportunity. You know how in the last episode, or the last episode they undug the box set.
On regular show?
Yeah, on regular show.
The time capsule?
Yeah, the box set. It was just a bunch of films.
Yeah.
They never made like a box set for the show. And like that would be like literally the best marketing ploy they could take advantage of.
Start off from there and have them like rewatch them, or
No, like you make a box set of regular show.
Like where it's all the seasons in one thing.
Yeah, because they literally had a box set. That's what it was. It was literally just a box of, or like a crate of VHSs basically.
yeah.
And that's how they remembered everything. It's because Rigby
That's
touched
right.
it and
Yeah, because after I don't remember what happened. When something happened, they like forgot everything.
yeah, but remember
It was just like normal park.
who was it? Laserdisc or Blu-ray
The
made
streaming
the copy.
the content wars.
Yeah,
or whatever.
the streaming
Yeah,
wars.
Okay.
That was probably one of my favorite things out
No, that was really good.
of regular show, just because of like as I got older and started understanding like the
Like, well,
streaming
that's what
versus,
Laserdisc is.
and you're like, wait, yeah, get Amazon out of here.
What was it? Blu-ray, and then Wi-Fi streaming or something. That was their big enemy. Was a giant Wi-Fi router.
Yep.
'Cause Blu-ray's the son of DVD,
That makes sense.
and then
There's
DVD was-
Laserdisc. They had a bunch of retro ones in there too.
Yeah, did they have a floppy disk?
It was
no, there were-
it was
the
focused
original
around video
ones.
streaming
Okay.
or like watching.
Yeah.
So I don't think it had like cassette players and whatever.
No,
Oh, I did
because
have a
like
cassette.
the original, the first time it was really old, like really old equipment. Like it was like a VHS tape, one of those weird recording, like the old recording panels that was just the two
Yeah.
wheels with the tape on it. It had one of those, a floppy disk or something similar to a floppy disk, and that's what started it all. And they had like the old like bulky gray body, and as they got newer, they were like actually just like
Slim, like Blu-ray,
Like a
was
normal
little
body.
boy.
You remember what season that was?
No idea.
that was like season 2, the first one.
I will say I didn't like the romance that happened in regular show.
I feel
And
like
with Mordecai with Margaret or with
Yeah.
CJ, didn't like him.
I don't know.
I liked Eileen.
That was the one that Rigby got with.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that. Oh, I hate to say this, but like, first of all, Margaret, she's a bitch. She's just playing with. Well, I mean, Mordecai is kind of a joke, anyways. But like she could have just been like straight up, no, quit bothering me about it.
And she didn't.
Yeah, there was none of that. She was like, there was never any
She let
openness
him on.
about it.
Dude, you
Yeah,
remember
she just kept leading them on. But, like,
Party Pete.
yeah, it's time to get the party started.
Yeah, didn't he like hip thrust the whole time?
Yep.
Party Pete. That sounds familiar.
Remember when they were finding Party Benson?
Nope.
Dude.
That sounds so familiar.
That was one of those crazy episodes that you were like, what the fuck is going on?
What is happening?
Like it went from their hosting a party.
Yeah, Party Pete.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, dude, Party Pete's the man.
I aspire to be Party Pete one day.
I
I'm
like
just
when
regular Pete right now.
I liked when they took Benson to the party and he was unconscious.
Oh
And
yeah,
they
he
made
just
him-
had the sunglasses on.
They made him drink the hot sauce, the Mississippi
Yeah.
Queen,
Yeah.
and it was literally just acid.
What is it? Hot.
No,
hot,
it's
hot.
beginner's luck. Luck.
Oh,
luck,
yeah.
Luck, and then yeah, fucking steel guitar, slide, whatever.
Just was again one of those things where you're just watching and you're like,
That tripped me out.
I
Like
think
wasn't
regular
even.
show is the product of people taking acid.
It
it literally
Did you
is.
not?
That's
have you
the
ever seen the original concept sketch for it?
I don't think so.
The original concept for it is there was two guys in a gas station that took acid and then one of them turned into Mordecai, and the other one turned into Benson.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, then where'd Ricky B come from?
I'm sure that, like I said, that was the original idea. Like, that's how it very first started. Which, that show is a trip.
Duel?
You're not reacting, so I'm guessing I don't have a thing in there.
You're not reacting, so I guess I don't. I couldn't tell. I was looking at it really hard because I couldn't tell if it was in there or not.
I would not have shot if I thought that there was one in there.
I couldn't tell. Like, I was trying to see if I could see the white ring down there or not. It was just kind of dark.
Don't want that.
I assume that I have one in there now.
I don't know, but I'm scared to check.
Just look.
No.
Just open your eyes real quick.
No.
Just open your
I
eyes.
don't want
Nick, tell him to quit being a bitch.
to. I don't want to.
His eyes? That might be a little bit much.
Yeah, you have
You know what?
glasses
Don't
on.
be a bitch.
He's got
Just
glasses
take it. Just take it. Just take it. You're a big, strong boy.
I wasn't gonna shoot you.
Alright, so,
just gonna be shot in the
so
eyeball.
regular show largely grew out of creator J.G. Quintel's life and experiences in college. The characters are the characters of regular show are based on the characters developed for his student films, The Naive Man. Quintel returned to the characters from his films and put them together with newer characters and created a pilot. I'm going to present a visual pitch rather than a verbal one. Apparently, I had another one that was greenlit too. Mordecai is himself during his college years.
What?
Rigby was
Think I
randomly
actually did that.
developed when he drew a raccoon hula hooping. He liked the design and developed the character of Rigby.
Rigby's literally
You
nobody.
need to try to find that
Yeah.
original sketch thing.
The original sketch.
Well, I don't know. I guess that's what I was told, is that's where it came from. But it's like a drawn thing, and it's two guys taking acid in a gas station. I would look it up, but I cannot. Also, how much longer are we going? Because it's about 3:30
Yeah, I
now.
was about to say.
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
I think that's great.
I feel like that was pretty good.
You can find Mordecai original sketch yourself.
Yeah, look for yourself, you lazy bums.
Yeah, see you later, loser.
Shoot the camera. Shoot the camera.